fried chicken and the spaghetti.
Oh.
She did it. It's fair enough. Back home we have
Bro,
gravy on it, so-
the cream cheese is laughing cow cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mmm.
No?
Mmm.
My eyes are bigger than my mouth, and
I gotta get another one of these.
Mmm.
the laughing cow cheese slaps.
Yeah, cream cheese.
Mmm.
No, you know What the side am I laughing on cow? today?
Whichever side you want to be on, man.
Yeah, that's that.
Want to be on that side?
No, I wouldn't say that. But
What's a good angle?
I swear it's the same. It's the shit.
I like your arm.
Thanks, man. It's the shit.
Where's your shirt from?
Hey, it's color.
Sponsor us.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't get up.
Oh, you guys talk, and I will join in later. Why does that feel so dim on this side?
Ow.
On Will's side.
Yeah, what the hell? Maybe because it's not as yellow.
Can you brighten it up, Will? There you go. Perfect. That's the way.
Ooh.
Try not to get anything on the couch challenge. Very hard.
Yeah, do you remember when we were like, yeah, nah, we're never eating on the couch?
Can you lick that? And just serviette.
Oh shit, it's not recording.
Huh?
Not recording. Yeah. Hit it with. Bang!
There we go.
Man. Yeah, try. Hit it with the. Try. Hey, lick your elbow. Try and lick your elbow.
Sorry. Just like wipe that. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you, Will.
It's alright, you call me daddy later.
It's the older brother that. Well.
Mmm. Oh. That prawn one?
The umami? My god. The flavors are melting in my tongue.
The one with the coleslaw actually slaps.
Alright, you guys have that one?
Oh.
You have that one?
Oh no, but then when you get the coleslaw, it tastes like shit.
Oh wait, where's my phone too? Oh, it's fine. I'll pull it out later. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't
Is
worry.
it coleslaw or just cabbage?
I think it's coleslaw.
It looks like fucking coleslaw. And if it's cabbage, why are Japanese people putting it in sushi?
Have you considered that these guys might be Korean?
Yeah, dude. Actually, there's a lot of
A lot of Koreans that do like Korean sushi.
yeah.
Korean sushi.
No, or like just the Korean family owns a sushi shop.
I've watched fucking Kim's Convenience.
Yes,
They do not open sushi stores, mate.
they do. Have
Bro,
you-
they
I've-
do in Australia.
I've been
Sushi eater in the city
in
is
Australia,
Korean.
all you hear is Korean speaking. I'm like, bro, this ain't. I thought it was Japanese, bro.
No.
Actually, hey, sushi trains?
It's true, Brandon.
No.
A lot of sushi trains are Korean, heck.
No.
No.
Yep.
Korean is just now popularly spoken all around Australia because of BTS.
So you're saying that Japanese people that were born in Japan that come to Australia, they speak Korean just to fuck with you?
Why not? They put the bombs out once upon a time. You don't think they would do something like that?
Whoa. Did you see the controversy? This girl, it was an Australian girl. She went to America, New York, and she opened up her own it's like an Australian sushi style like restaurant.
I did.
And everyone gave a shit for it when not knowing that it's actually a thing in Australia. Like it's just Australian style.
sushi.
Yeah. In America, they don't have like avocado. in
Because
their
she was
sushi.
doing full fusion. Yeah.
Australian sushi. She's just an Australian person doing sushi
From
in
Australia.
America.
But then
That-
it's like Australian style sushi.
But what's Australian style sushi? It's fucking Japanese.
There's not.
What
Bro.
do you mean? This is once upon a time you're trying to tell me it's Korean.
No, you've been to Sushi Ring, you've been to Komayui. That would be considered more traditional Japanese sushi.
True.
They would
is
never
like-
put Rice Krispies on a fucking sushi.
Ah, so in Japan they don't have this?
No.
No,
Really?
Go to Japan.
they don't have this.
They don't.
They don't have this in Japan.
They don't.
No.
It's only Australia that puts avocado in their rolls.
Holy fuck.
I'm not even shitting you.
No.
I know that
No.
Dragon Ball in America has avocado on it, but
Is this for the
But
and then
dude, Andy Murray hits up with a fucking sushi.
you know how in Australia you can get long
Is this for the
tubes of you can get like long tubes of sushi, like a sushi roll, like a long tube.
Mm.
That's an Australian thing.
Oh yeah, that is Australian.
That's
thing.
very Australian,
So
and,
having,
and
like,
that's what she was
That's
selling.
mad.
That's what she was selling, like a long tube
Wait,
just
Cheers.
does
Hey,
Big
Mo.
Mom have one?
Yeah, done one.
no. I'm gonna.
There's only
Mine's in the freezer. I'm gonna let it really get cold.
Cheers.
Thank you though.
I won't let this man drink by himself.
does not taste bad.
Oh wow, that I got a bad patch then.
It's a bit strong.
Right?
How about to taste it from Will?
Yeah, no, it's still a bit strong. Like that tastes like a shot.
Yeah, the other day when I tried it, it didn't taste like that. Hey, like I pretty much just got straight alcohol. I didn't get any.
You have to shake it.
Maybe shake
Mix
it.
it
yeah.
around.
Yeah, maybe do it.
Nah, I was stupid, but I was stupid.
After the trauma from last Friday, I feel like I could handle alcohol again.
Ah, fuck, nah, brother. Ooh.
You know what they say that
Rachel.
if your hand is bigger than your face, it means that you're stupid.
Nah, I know this one. Yeah, I know that one. I almost fell for it.
Wait, hold on. Are you guys making here?
Nah, I'm alright, bro. Leave it there, bro.
Are you sure you don't have cancer, bro?
Nah. It's okay. Even if I did, I'd rather not know now.
What was another good one that we used to do as kids? Honestly, just a simple sack tap. That shit was powerful, bro. It bends the strongest men.
No, did you guys ever play chicken?
What's that?
No.
We just keep punching each other until like the weaker person
Stop.
taps out.
Yeah, I did that, yeah. Oh, dude, you know what? Dude, playing Knuckles in winter, shit fucking hurts. It's Knuckles where it's like you put your hand out like this and then
You just punch
hit,
it.
Yeah, you hit it the knuckle like that on the top.
Why did you guys do these things?
Because we're kids in Queens that grew up tough, man. Do you guys ever play Bull Rush?
Yeah.
And it's just literally just running straight at like two people running straight at each other and just getting
No,
fucking bowled
I was
over.
a fat kid. They always said, what's up, Rover? No, is it Red Rover? Yeah, Rover. I call over the Filipino one, and I'm like, brother, it's just me, bro.
Because you were easy to catch. You weren't that quick, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I was slow as fuck. My cardio was shit.
It's alright. I was the same. If it makes you feel any better.
And you know what? It's even worse when I was the one that's saying, Red Rover, I choose over. Because either way, I'll be a bitch. Because if I go for the guys, they outrun me. If I go for the girls, I look like a bitch. I don't win. It's a game I don't win, bro. What the fuck?
Wait, so is this like a class activity?
You don't.
No,
you've never,
this is like-
whoa. You've never played Red Rover?
Nah, bro. I used to play down ball and only down ball.
What the hell's down ball? Is that like
Foursquare.
what?
Handball?
Foursquare? Handball.
Handball.
Yeah. Handball.
Down ball.
Down ball. Is that the special version of handball? I couldn't do that, bro.
Cancel, bro.
We're live.
Yeah, it's like you know when the kids do one of these and they kind of ball comes at them and they kind of grab it.
Oh yeah. But
Is that down ball?
That's not. Down. That's downs ball, bro. God damn. I was.
So Red Rover is you have a line of your classmates or whoever you're playing with your mates on one side of the court or the field. Like, initially, you start off with one guy in the middle of the field, and he gets to choose a category like Red Rover. I call over people wearing blue. Anyone wearing blue has to run out against him to reach the other side.
Yeah.
It could be as specific as I call over the Indian one. And that's why they stopped doing it in Australia, in Queensland, because it's like bullying, because like you can pick people out specifically, which I think is bullshit because it actually builds a lot of character. Bullying gives you character. That's all I'm saying, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say bullying racism kind of does. It teaches you resilience. No, I don't condone it, but I learned a lot of resilience.
Okay. Now we know. We'll turn the mics up a little bit more.
It's
I feel
like,
like
can you
bullying-
imagine if like we got offended because someone called us Kevin Ewan? So
Actually, I was playing Valorant yesterday with Kevin, and I accidentally said his name. I was a bit high. So
What?
I was a bit high, and then I fucking
What was my invite?
not bad.
I was at home alone.
Told you, you can come over anytime.
Angel's over too.
Anyway, so I was playing with him, and then I accidentally just lost my head a bit, and I pressed the voice comm button, and I said his name, like doxed him, and then I tried to cover it, and I was like, oh fuck, I mean, who's Kevin? Whose name is Kevin? And then I looked at this other guy, and I'm like, Cypher, you look like a Kevin, bro. And he came up to me, and he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, look at me, bro. So he stood in front of me, and I was like, yeah, you look like a Kevin. And he's like, nah, Kevin's a fucking dog shit name, bro. Kevin's so, like, imagine being called Kevin, you fucking retard. I'm like, and then the whole team starts roasting the name Kevin whilst Kevin's playing with me. Yeah. And then the guy in our team asked, he said, I think he like stood in a weird corner, came out the corner and fucking hit us, and we lost the round, and he was like, fuck, that guy, what a Kevin move, he fucking smashed it. Says it in all chat, and he's like, bro, you look like a Kevin, and he's like, nah, and the guy replies back, nah, Kevin's a shit name, bro, I ain't no Kevin. Had these guys for like 11 rounds just roasting the name Kevin for the next 25 minutes.
And
It
then
was
did
bad.
Kevin hop off afterwards? Did he go full tilt?
I don't know, hey, maybe. No. He played a couple more, actually. He played a couple more. I had to comfort him for a little while.
Because I want to know which one to avoid.
He's a man.
He's a grey man.
No, I'm just pretending I don't like it so that it doesn't look like I'm craving it.
Exactly.
Mm.
Is there anyone even in the stream?
We're a friend. We're a friend.
I'm gonna add a bit of something. You want peach lemon lime biz?
You should. Cocaine?
Oh, no.
I'll get you a cup.
But at this point, this tastes so garbage, I don't want to drink it. Okay.
No.
You have to now,
Okay.
because we will get lit on stream and we can cry and hug and.
Okay.
I'll get you a
Hey, I'm the first viewer.
Why is no one joining?
Let's get it.
Everybody got something on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Thursday night, late night shopping, you know.
See, how come when he says it, he doesn't get judged, but when I say it, I get roasted.
There's no way. Oh, live thing's still uploading. It's taking its time. Making my way down.
Oh, dude, I think I'm getting heartburn. Hold on.
Really? From what? Ate too fast? Oh, fuck. Damn, that still tastes so shit. Can I get some sugar?
Some stevia in my drink.
Yeah, so I put some. Can someone put like just one, whatever Starbucks would call one?
Hey, I just realized on the stream, hey, this guy's a minority. Will's a minority. Hey, bully this motherfucker. Everyone's wearing white except for Will.
Dude, you're black. I mean, you're wearing black.
I thought you were gonna say something about me wearing glasses.
Dude, be careful. He might steal your computer later. You never know. Don't let him out of your sight in this house.
No.
Do you want this?
Black people don't like technology. Only Marcus Brownlee. What's that? Oh yeah, dude, I might add anything to it at this point. I'd rather not taste that it's alcohol.
Just drink that as soon as it.
It's syrup though.
Ew.
It's
It's
concentrate.
for
Oh.
You mix it with water or soda water to make drink.
I actually can't open it.
I'm already 50% guilty.
Of
Dropping stuff.
Any crime.
just
Wait, you said
just
I'm black.
automatically.
Oh yeah.
Today's the day we get banned. Dude, alcohol on stream is probably.
I'm not drinking.
No, you should.
I was gonna stop by and get some beer on the way here,
I knew you would. I knew you would want it.
but then I don't like I'm not a big Suntory fan anymore.
Really?
No, I'm back on beers.
It tastes
No,
good.
it actually tastes not bad.
It actually tastes
You
good.
fucking liar, bro. At
Yeah,
the
I
start,
know.
he's just like,
No.
ooh, what the fuck is this?
No. But that's because I'm not a
Ooh.
drinker. Because I'm not a drinker.
Taste it now.
I bet it tastes like lemon lime bitters.
Bro, just drink. You can't be the only one that doesn't drink.
Yeah, I'm Mormon now. It's against my religion.
It's good.
Yeah. Tastes fine.
I know. He just wants the clout.
It tastes so good, Dom. You should try one.
Fine, I'll have my can.
Mm.
Sorry,
Wow.
Dad.
So delicious. Man's drinking Suntory out of Hello Kitty cup.
That's pretty alpha for me, man.
with some ice and extra lemon lime bitter syrup.
I think that's pretty alpha.
And what's the difference between alpha and
What?
What's the difference between alpha and sigma?
I don't know. Well, alpha's like on top, omega's at the bottom.
Alright.
Oh, beta, sorry, is at the bottom.
What's sigma?
Sigma is all the memes
Yeah, but I don't know.
of Johnny Bravo and you know.
Yeah, but what is the definition of sigma? Like, why?
Is it like, I think it's like, from
Is that-
my
Is
understanding,
that
it's
better
like
than alpha?
it's like similar to like it's like above an alpha. You know,
Above an alpha. Yeah. You're right.
it's just some dumb Gen Z talk.
Brother, ooh.
Ooh, brother, ooh.
I'm crying. Brother, ooh.
Hey, who's that?
What's up, homie? It's Tony. What's up, brother?
It doesn't Tony as in Nino's.
That's fucking Peter, bro. That's Midnight Threads.
What?
That's Midnight Threads.
This is Tony.
No, that's Midnight Threads.
Oh, well, what up, Pumbaa?
I know that's fucking Midnight Threads, bro.
But it says Tony.
Yeah, I think it's a meme, bro.
I don't know this meme.
Alright, hurry the fuck up and finish your food, boys.
Fuck, bro. My fucking
Sorry.
stomach is just.
We just had some alcohols. We're drinking on stream. Today's the day we'd probably get cancelled if there was gonna be a day. Have you guys got the wireless mic?
It's charging. You guys use it. I'm still eating, so.
Okay, welcome to Project Act. Couchsurfing Thursdays. Every week, same time as usual. You guys are late, and that means you guys get a beating, just like the old education system. We're bringing it back.
Can we bring back capital punishment?
Yeah.
What's capital punishment?
I think if I see another Indian lady cut me off,
How much traditional media do you guys still consume? I do not fucking open any TV channel that is on some sort of satellite or through an antenna. Otherwise, the aliens will start connecting to me.
The only traditional media that I consume is 7 News and Channel 9 News on Facebook.
I haven't picked up a newspaper or magazine in the time that I've born.
I get all my news from TikTok.
A reliable source, actually, because news.com's on there.
Oh no, we're all sheep. We're all sheep. Ah.
They told me the Israelis did the stabbings.
That's pretty fucked up, though. The dude, the 7 News just didn't do their research and just added some dude in public.
Yeah. And then his wife.
I mean,
And now he has
low-key,
mental health.
They did look kind of similar, but like,
A little bit, but like.
how, bro? They just went and it was like, oh, dude's white, has a beard, has to be him.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've met a lot of Israeli people in my life. Maybe not traditional.
Name all of them.
But- Huh?
Name all of them.
I don't know their
Jesus.
names. I don't know their
I've
names.
seen Jesus.
I've seen Jesus.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe this is racist then. Maybe
Name all.
like yeah, I like Arabs, right? It's not the same.
No, not the same.
Ah, fuck.
Saying Arab is like saying, I've met Asian people.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that at all. But I can.
And on that note, I want to get a drink.
Well, thank you for joining us, Pumbaa.
Welcome.
Peter.
Welcome.
Welcome to
They all look alike. They
tonight's
definitely
live
don't.
stream. How's your week, Brandon? How's Ultra?
My Ultra, dude, you were with me at Ultra. Why are you asking me?
Well, I wanted to see
What my perspective? There was a lot of girls there. Yeah, I had a couple of people come up to me, and tell me like, "Yo, what's up, Project Act?" And yeah, one guy came up to me actually, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" I looked at him like so lost, so confused, and I was like, yeah, hey, how you doing, man?" And he's like, "Oh, you probably don't know me, but I go to a lot of shock events," and I'm like, "Sweet, catch you at the next one then." And then I just fucking dipped. I just fucking left. I was like, that was
Bro,
probably
you gotta start practicing for the meet and greets.
for meet and greets. yeah, I mean, I ain't thinking anybody's gonna line up for a meet and greet with us, especially when I ain't going with my lineup, even for
So-
anybody else. Have you heard Annalie Chopper's new song? That's my new anthem. If I was a bad bitch, I wanna fuck me too. I wanna suck me too. I wanna fuck. No, you don't know that song? Come on, man. It's a banger. It's a banger. Annalie Chopper just threw out a banger. How else is my week? Crypto is currently down 15 to 20% from the top, I would say. Maybe 10.
Because we hit 80,000.
80,000. Yeah.
So 25%.
25%, so more than that. That's crazy. So yeah, my meme coin dumped because of that. I invested in a coin about a Costco hot dog, and I thought that was going to be stable. Stable, yeah. Now, obviously, the assumption when you buy a coin about a Costco hot dog is that's going to hit 1.5 billion market cap. Unfortunately, it's gone from 100 million down to 30 million.
It's holding strong though.
Oh, wait, that's
Yeah. It is holding pretty strong. So I bought this coin for, how much did I buy it for, Will? $1,000 Australian. At the peak, it was about $750 to $800,000, I would say. Yeah, give or take. And now it's currently worth maybe 175,000 Australian dollars on average. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, I'm drunk. I'm drinking away my pain because it hurts so badly, and I'm going to sacrifice my life because
Take another sip. Pretty sure you need another sip.
my world's ending.
He's already. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. He's already turning red. Can you see in the?
Yeah, I can.
I'm red, bro.
Is that?
If you guys are looking for logical advice today,
GI.
expect it not to come from me.
Yeah, look, that's why we're on the show. Well, I'm gonna start drinking, but I don't think it'll give me a buzz, to be honest.
What
I
was
just
your
ate.
highlight of Ultra?
My highlight of Ultra was actually, well, I actually really like Steve Aoki's set, although it did get boring probably throughout the second half of it. If I was to say there's a highlight, I cannot actually say there was a highlight. My ice cream at the end,
Your gelato.
my gelato at the end in the mochi wrapping, buy high, sell low. That's how you do it, man. That's if you want to become a billionaire. That's how we did it. But yeah, no, Ultra was fucking garbage. Personally, my ice cream slapped, but I mean, I can get the ice cream anytime I want to. Steve Aoki, I mean, he gave us 1 million views. Thanks for free, I guess. And then what else?
How was the stage? Because I saw the other Ultra events
It
around
sucked.
in
It
Melbourne. I saw the
Yeah.
one in.
That's the only one. Yeah.
It's better than all the past Ultras in Australia.
No,
so I
but
can't complain.
That was so shit.
No, but compared to Sydney Mile Bowl.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah. I
only
mean,
other
the venue,
Ultras-
the venue,
yeah,
the venue.
The venue,
Yeah.
even the stage, the setup. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't the best. It could have done with more lights and
No,
lasers.
but Sydney Maya Bowl had this big like arena feel to it. So it like and the noise. So what would happen is it plays a noise and then it bounces off this like concaved arena, which then bounces more noise elsewhere. So you kind of get that. Vroom, vroom, vroom. As for here, you would just hear it like the speakers at the front and the speakers behind you. So then the noise shoots from the speakers at the back just straight. So you don't hear anything from the back. There's no bass.
That
There's
was
no
an
surround
issue.
no surround sound.
And as Kennedy said, yeah, they messed up the speakers for Brendan and Darren.
Yeah,
but,
but
they
yes,
had to work within,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
the rules.
We
of the
heard-
local council.
We heard from an event organizer himself, Andy Murray. I mean, Andy Hectic. He said that because there's residential area around it, they obviously can't play the music too loud. Because if they get reported, then they have to shut down the whole festival on the spot from that moment.
I thought you can have as much noise as you can till 10 o'clock. Is that not a rule when it comes to
I sort of
festivals?
think so.
I
Have
mean,
a look
it's
at,
complaint,
at
yeah.
festivals that happen at RNA.
RNA,
The festivals.
mRNA.
No, like in
RNA
Brisbane,
Showgrounds.
in the valley.
the
DNA?
Royal Brisbane Showgrounds.
The Echo Place.
Royal Showgrounds.
Oh, yep, gotcha.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. Like the festivals that are held there are honestly even more tragic.
Okay, shit.
Damn.
Well,
They couldn't find a better venue that's away from like all like the where was
Well, the-
not Dom Dollar, the one you went to the one
Fred again?
Fred
Fred
again.
again?
Where was that held at?
That was at Doug Jennings Park, so on the other side.
which also
But
sucks.
the issue was that to hold an event there, it's really hard to get in and out of the actual venue.
Yeah, shame. But yeah, I reckon it was ass. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Zed was nice. Zed, how long did we wait to listen to Clarity? 2 hours?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half to listen to
till the very
Clarity.
end.
Fucking Kevin was 50, 100 kilos on my shoulders throughout the entirety of the Zed set. My feet hurt real bad. Wore the wrong shoes.
What'd you wear?
I wore my New Balance M. Leon Dios collaboration. Shit shoes to wear for a very long
You
time.
should have worn the V12s.
Yeah, dude, if I wore the New Balances, I think I would have been just fine.
Bro, you
Could've-
should have worn Ultra Boost.
didn't
Boosts are the most comfortable shoes.
didn't get caked. No cake in my face. In both regards,
Do you want to get to the
Lit-
bathroom?
literally-
Cake you up now.
Yeah.
literally and figuratively, no cake in my face.
Damn.
White girls, what you got? Nothing is the answer. But yeah, that's ultra no go. Ultra no go.
Well, how was the crowd? Were they like vibing with the dead?
No.
What was
Tell them how many fuck yeahs I started and how
It's
many
not a
replies I got.
rave. A fuck yeah is a very Aussie hardstyle thing. It's not a.
It's
It's not a-
EDM, man.
It's EDM. Alright. It's not hard enough to be a fuck yeah. You know.
How many, dude? Okay, they played that anime song and no one was singing in general. Like no one was. Okay, Darren Styles.
I'm not weird.
How many people were singing? We actually looked like the odd ones out. Every time we started singing, everyone turned around and they looked at us like we were fucking weird.
Oh, that's weird. I saw the footage from Ultra Melbourne and all like the Asian. Like most of the crowd knew like the Darren Style songs.
yeah, because they're all
It's
ravers.
just a different crowd. It's the Brisbane Gold Coast crowd is people that just
Have
like
no
to.
culture.
I wouldn't say they don't have culture, but I think
No, they're just white
at
people.
the festival for the wrong reasons.
Swines.
Yeah, they're
They're,
white.
they're not
What's the wrong
there to
reason?
Actually enjoy the music.
It has nothing to do with them being white.
Drugs, getting
Oh.
fucked up. Trying to
Oh
figure
yeah.
out- Like that's what. I
That's
saw.
what a Gold Coast thing is, though. Okay, and somebody can rebuttal this if they feel like it. Gold Coast people, like when they go clubbing, like they go in to pick up, and it's really sleazy and really like not.
You know what?
Other
I'm gonna
vibes.
second that.
Yeah.
When I drive to the Gold Coast for a job or leisure or whatever, I feel dirty.
Mm.
The moment I cross that bridge, I feel fucking dirty. I feel like I've sinned somewhere in my life.
And to think that a lot of the rich people live there. A lot of the rich
And they're
people live
probably
in Gold
dirty as
Coast.
well. They probably fucking had to smash their the fucking misses through a door. Just
To be
like,
honest, I think the one pet peeve I have about the Gold Coast is that every single time I've driven to the Gold Coast in the past year, it's taken more than like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours to get down because of traffic. I don't know what it is. I don't know like the sort of drivers that drive to the Gold Coast, but fuck me dead.
It's me.
It's always the tradies that crash.
Bro, it's just like no one knows how to merge or like speed up. Like, fuck.
But at Ultra GC, there was a couple influencers, and she followed us on TikTok. So yeah, smash that like button. Woo.
You drunk, aren't you?
Can you have another sip?
Have another sip. Have another sip. Have a full strength sip.
I don't want to sip anymore.
Local crowd here is just there for show. Yeah.
Bro, the fucking crowd, Gold
Like,
Coast.
is this for the
you
clout?
suck, man. You suck.
It's like there to take photos. They're not really there to.
It's
enjoy
all the blonde.
music.
It's all the blonde women with their rich husbands over there with their tits out and their ass out, just trying to take photos for.
No, it's literally like if you've been to Listen Out, Splendor, Wildlands, anything that's been held at the RNA, it's
That, but worse in every
it's just
possible
worse in every
aspect.
possible way.
Yeah, I would say for people who missed Ultra Gold Coast, it was the right event to miss.
Really?
Yeah, it was the right event.
I
to
kind of
miss.
enjoyed it. I was there for the music.
What did you? Okay. So we've heard from the negative Nancy over here. Fucking get a load of this guy. Will, you like trance music? You like a bit of EDM. You're more cultured than all of us. What did you? What did you
imagine
think?
listening to fucking 10 minutes of a build up for it to go?
We like fucking PVC kicks. You like PVC kick? You like the fucking? No, you
See,
can't.
I don't know. Like I know I like Brennan. I know I like Darren. So listening to music's good.
Yeah.
It was
I found-
silence.
I found Zed like really.
Who's Zed? From Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
One of the biggest DJs in the entire
I
world.
don't know who that is.
Zed? You are a piece of
I know that song, but I
me.
don't know who Zed is.
Oh, I mean, like, no one knows who he is. I guess
Yeah.
that's the thing with hardstyle DJs, though. Hey, we actually kind of know who they are. When,
Mm.
yeah, as
Yeah.
For EDM DJs, like when you watch I'm Peaking, shout out to I Peaking. All the DJs that,
Garbage content.
whenever the DJ hops on to their podcast, I have no fucking clue who they are. I overheated.
Oh, they overheat?
It
Oh.
overheated. We're gonna have to.
Alright.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. I'm about to come.
Baby, baby, don't
Brandon,
stop.
Brandon,
Don't
shove it in my
stop.
ass. Oh.
Don't stop.
Brandon, I think I'm about to bust. Brandon, Brandon, up. I just queefed. What disgusting. This is why we should never drink on stream. This is what happens.
Bro, I'm not even drunk.
I'm not drunk. Okay. Guys, chill. Yeah, guys, chill. Oh,
Is it spilled?
no.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fine. Where's your? Here you go. So Will. So from your perspective, you were just there to enjoy it's just happy to be there.
Yeah, it was good.
You reckon they apparently they did Darren Styles dirty, like having him at the start.
Oh yeah. Well, he had to fly to Melbourne to go to Ultra pre-party, to play at the Ultra pre-party, and then he played at Ultra, and then he played at the after party. So Brisbane or Gold Coast got absolutely fucked. We didn't get anything. We had
Yeah.
literally no after party, no pre-party, no nothing.
Look, all I'm gonna say is,
Oh, you had the Zaya pre-party like a month ago.
comparatively, Brisbane gets nothing,
Come on now.
or Queensland gets nothing. So this was like better than nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, it's one of those instances where you can take it or leave it, and I think I'm glad that I still took the opportunity to go.
That's good. Yeah.
It was gay. It was non-binary. My bad.
It looked compared to all the other ultras I've seen where they have like a big very like a grandiose stage and they have the crowd with their flags up and everything. It looked very underwhelming from a person who didn't go.
Compared to what you would see ultra overseas.
Yeah.
Even in Melbourne, like it was a little bit better already.
It was at the racetrack, hey, where they always hold every
Flemington.
Flemington
It was
Race
still
Park. Yeah.
it was still
This year was at Flemington. All previous years was at Sydney
Myer.
Myer Bowl.
Yeah, Sydney.
No, I think I'd rather be at Broadwater Parklands than
Yeah.
Sydney Myer.
If I fall asleep midstream, I'm so sorry. Eh?
Oh, that's okay. We'll just carry you upstairs. And
I mean, apart from that, it could be worse. Like, kind of a bit of a segue. Like, if it was in Sydney, with all the things that's been going on.
Oh yeah, dude, I wouldn't even go.
I'm just so surprised. Like, it all caught me off guard. Like, back to back to back. So, there was a stabbing at Bondi Beach
Whoa.
in Sydney.
okay.
And then, obviously, you had the events at Bondi Westfield,
What's the Bondi Westfield? Oh, the stabbing.
the stabbing.
Okay.
Stabbing, yeah.
So, there was another stabbing. at
Oh, there's
Bondi
two
Beach
stabbings.
the day before.
yeah.
And then
No, there was the beach one first. Yeah, and then
Beach
the
one first?
and then the fucking one in the shopping center.
the one in the shopping centre.
Yeah,
and a
and
couple days later, a priest
A
of a
priest?
church
Yeah.
was stabbed.
by a 19-year-old boy.
Oh.
I think it was 19 or something, or 17. Some like he was a
Something-
teenager.
who's
That's
young.
Yeah, he was young. He was young.
that's a lot of damage.
That's- yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's a bit hectic in Sydney at the moment. But the
Should-
one for Bondi Westfield, he was actually diagnosed with schizophrenia. So he had a lot of mental health issues.
That was the white guy, by the way.
Hey,
Yes.
It's not. No. I'm describing.
I don't know.
him. I'm
You
describing
only
him.
see color, not race. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He was the white guy. Okay. No, because there's a big controversy at this point of time because everyone was trying to say they was Muslim and it was a terrorist attack and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And then obviously the pictures came out that he was Australian or
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah, so he was
Yeah.
actually from Queensland.
Yeah.
I saw the interviews with he's from Toowoomba, I'm pretty sure.
Toowoomba.
And I saw the interviews because like the media, a bunch of vultures, they went to interview his dad and quoted him. And it was really sad because the dad's like, look, I still love him. Like he's my son. He has like a very harsh, severe schizophrenia, and like, look, it's and then they were like, and then all these vulture, what do you call it, reporters were like saying like, but he mainly went after the women. Why would your son do that? It was because my son always wants to have a girlfriend because he's got mental issues. And I think it's just sad that the media picks on this dude, this poor father. Obviously, like,
Yeah.
Even-
What are you meant to say?
yeah, it's not
Right,
like it's
yeah.
not like I understand if the kid, maybe the person was like had malicious intent. It was premeditated, but I don't think this
Yeah.
was premeditated.
Well, not that particular one. We don't.
No.
Obviously, the priest one you could say was relatively premeditated.
But I feel like the schizophrenic attack, well, that was
Yeah.
more like a of the heat of the moment kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know? It wasn't a
Yeah.
school shooting. We were playing like 10 days beforehand.
Yes.
Well, look,
I agree.
I'd like to imagine that all those instances or all the circumstances events that took place all would have taken to like some consideration like the mental health of the individuals that perpetrated these crimes,
Yeah.
right? Because you'd have to be in, you know, quite a non-sane state of mind to go and do something so horrid and horrible. So what I wanted to cover this week was mental health, and one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, you know, when you're down in the dumps, and especially as men, I think we struggle a little bit.
No,
to talk to
man,
our
I'm
bros.
completely okay. I don't need your advice. I don't need your help because I'm perfectly alpha male. I'm so driven and everything is going perfectly right for me. Because if you find out that something's going wrong, then my life is technically over.
So I'm curious on your perspectives on how you guys share, you know, your feelings, especially when it comes to.
I don't
something
share
like
because I'm a
personal.
man. I don't.
And what your perspectives were on that.
I think for me, I've been well, coming from my background, I was raised by my aunties, by my mum, so I was predominantly women that raised me, and like they were always saying when I grow up, like when I was a kid, they were like, it's okay to cry, you know, it's a boys and girls cry, it's all good, you can do whatever you want. So I grew up quite emotional, and I'm not afraid to cry, you know, I'm not afraid to have tears welled up in my eyes, and I think when it comes to dealing with emotions and issues when you're down in the slumps, I'm not afraid to go to ask a friend for advice, for a shoulder to lean on, kind of thing. Obviously within, within reason. Like obviously if they're going through something, I'm not gonna ask them because they're not emotionally available. But yeah, I'm not afraid to ask. Like, hey, do you want to go get a beer and let's go have shoot some pool and have a chat about I've had this and this happened to me, and so I'm not afraid to admit that. Look, I need some help. But yeah, I think most guys shouldn't bottle it up. It might you might not need, like, I think some people are like, oh, it's okay to cry in front of your missus. I don't know about that, whatever. But all I know is if you need the help from a mate or your family or your missus, just get the help, because in the long run it'll do you a lot more good. Just people are too prideful to share.
Well, who do you normally confide in?
Usually my mates and my missus.
Yeah,
Those-
like people
those-
that you can trust.
Yeah, exactly. And in hindsight, I'm very fortunate to have those people around me.
I'm emotionally available for women only.
What? Emotionally available for women with big tits.
Not at this present moment. Yeah, well, I would say the same thing. I grew up quite an emotional person. I obviously didn't grow up with the best of childhoods, like in the best environment, I could say, and I think my parents would agree with that now, looking back at it. But then that caused me to experience a great deal of emotion, like whether it was in terms of rage or being upset or etc., disappointment, whatever it was. But then, like they obviously taught me how to express my feelings a lot more with the people around me. So I think I'm more of an open book when it comes to it. If it's something that I want to keep private, then I am quite quiet about it, and I believe that I can sort through it myself, because I understand my feelings a lot more than I used to as a kid. But yeah, like at the same time, I see the importance in talking to the people around you when it gets to a point where you're not finding the solution anymore. I think it's bad. It's bad when you're holding it to yourself, but then it's just continuously cycling through your head because there's no solution. You can't find the perspective, or you just don't have the experience upon it. That's where I see it becomes a negative thing to keep it to yourself, and that's when you seek help.
Well, do you have any advice for people that might be hesitant to share their feelings, especially because they're afraid of embarrassment, or they're just worried, like especially for say teenagers
Teenage
and
boys.
people in school,
Yeah.
especially at school age. I think that's where a lot of rumors get started. Bullying can happen and occur.
Yeah.
Like, what would your advice be for people the younger age, or people that might just not be brave enough to kind of stand up and speak out?
It's the kids in school who play Red Rover. That's the problem.
You targeted.
I guess you just gotta find like your closest mate that you really trust, and if you don't have those, confide in your parents. It might be a little bit hard for some people, especially like ethnic kids who don't have that. Hey, my dad's my best friend kind of vibe. You know what I mean? That's like, but at the end of the day, they're your parents and they're there to look after you. And if you have any issues, whatever it might be. But
Can you imagine if you were Greek or like Lebanese and your sister's like, brother, you, brother, you, brother, you.
I mean,
Papa, this girl broke my heart. You malaka, what are you doing? Get back in there, get another girl.
yeah. I mean, I think that's a big thing. Like your support group is a huge and vital part to life in general. We haven't made it to here without each other, realistically. There's been lots of moments that you guys would not even know about, and we've had to talk, and we've spent days, and we've fought, or we've been in communication, like calling every single day, making sure the other person's alright. Like we've had those moments as a very tight knit friend group, and I think you need to, like, from a young age, it's super important to be building that. There's not enough people out there because of the bullying thing, and because there's a sense of wanting to be needed, or I can't really explain it at the top of my head right now because I'm drunk as fuck. But
You had like 2 drinks,
2 sips.
2 sips.
but like, when you're a kid, right? You want to be noticed, and you want people to like you,
Yeah.
and
You just want to be included in.
included. So you just jump at people, and you kind of just want everyone to be your friend, like whoever's willing to take you sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you're the coolest kid in the school, unless you've like got like your dad's a millionaire and you've walked up in a Bugatti or some shit like that, so everybody wants to be your friend. But most other kids have to there's like a hierarchy in high school too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to fight for it, and you have to kind of get somebody to like you back. And then when that doesn't happen, you fear that when you go into uni and everyone's more accepting, even though people's mindset has changed, your natural reaction is to assume that somebody's not going to really want to hang out with you. For example, I was just thinking the other day, like when people go to a rave and they're like, oh, I'm looking for a rave bae, and then that is because of that meme right now, that trend where it's like, how many girls are you going to pick up? 1,000, and they stand in the middle of the rave with nobody.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're not going to really pick up anybody, or no one's going to talk to you if you, like, you have to instigate the conversation if you want to actually try, right?
Yeah.
And if they turn you down, they turn you down. Like, that's just the way it is. Either you didn't suit what they were looking for, whatever, or maybe they just weren't interested, and then you just move on. You find somebody else, and you try again. But people nowadays just don't even bother because they're too scared of being rejected. And it's a two-way street. One, you have to be more accepting of other people and a bit more open, because there are people that will reach out to you. And on top of that, we got to have more people who have more courage to go out and reach out to people in order to either find that sense of support and friendship or camaraderie, whichever way you want to put it. Yeah.
I think for kids, like in people in high school and they have those, they're teenage, and I think a lot of kids these days, they want to be like quite prideful.
Oh, private. Yeah.
Like they a lot of kids, maybe they learn from their parents or whatever, but mate, just suck it up. And then like they're too prideful. They're too afraid to swallow their pride and ask for help. But I think the culture's changing, where it's like a
gradually,
gradually, which is good to hear.
Yeah.
But I think definitely a lot of kids are still like, they don't want to look like a bitch to their friends. Oh, the
yeah.
missus broke up with me in grade 11, and
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, you what a pussy, bro. Your missus just broke up with you. What are you
For real.
doing? Like, you know what I mean? And they're afraid of that. But I think deep down, if your friends are truly your friends,
Yeah.
and you can rely on them.
And you can always, like, if you have friends and they're not treating you properly, like, you just set those boundaries. You put those boundaries up, you put those walls up, or you remove them from your life because they're no longer playing a positive effect on your
Delete.
life. Yeah, literally. Like, and it's completely okay to do that. If somebody in your life is not really helping you, you either talk to them and you communicate, or you choose to say, like, okay, no, like, I cannot spend my time with you because I have things that I have to do in my life and I want to progress, and you're not really helping that anymore. And then they have the balls in their court from that point on.
I think you'll definitely figure out that they're your friends and they're the right people to confide in, especially when if you share news with them and they're there to support you, to listen,
Yeah.
and they don't try to force you to make any sort of
Rash decisions. Yeah. Yeah.
and just you might do something out of rage or
Yeah.
out of emotion,
Mm.
and I think that's when that they're gonna be the right group for you.
Dude, like nowadays as well. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like, if you were in a situation, like let's just say somebody broke up with somebody, like just say, for instance, hypothetically, your girlfriend broke up with you and you came to us and you said, oh, you know, I broke up with whoever.
Womp
then-
womp.
Yeah. Or we wouldn't, we would sit here and we would be more like, oh, you know, like, are you okay?
Cry about it, pussy.
Yeah, see, but that's the younger generation. Like teenage years,
Yeah.
they are more likely to do that. As for when you become an adult, because more people have experienced that emotion and how much that sucks,
Yeah.
they can relate to it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As for a teenager, they don't understand that it actually is like drastically painful, and then they just like kind of like smash you with all this shit, and then you lose trust for somebody,
Yeah.
right? So I think I've got in this in my head right now. When you're in primary school, you can make friends with anybody. Yeah. When you're in
Yes.
primary school, everybody's friends with everyone. But then when you move towards your teenage years,
Oh.
most times, unless you got that one rat ass kid who's like, oh, fucking.
Bro, even the
No.
stinky rank kid you would be friends with, and it's just because you don't know.
You just
any
don't
better.
know. Yeah, you just don't know, right?
You haven't
Yeah.
made the power. You haven't discovered the power of choice.
Exactly. And then when you go to teenage years, you have that's the pride, the ego, all that kind of shit comes
Trying
about.
to prove yourself.
Yeah.
to
So
the
then it's the
strangers.
opposite end of the spectrum. And then when you
Yeah.
become an adult, you find that balance, like that mid range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like a progression thing. It's an experience thing, and everyone goes through it as they adult further. So it just, I guess you just got to keep learning and experiencing and understanding yourself as a person. It's not always understanding the person on the other side, because it's almost impossible to understand what they're thinking sometimes. It's easier to understand what you're thinking and how you feel when a certain situation arises, and then acting accordingly upon that, or creating the situation.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say? So many dog shit.
Armin sucked. So many dog shit build-ups leading to nothing. It's kind of like how DJs might tease their releases. Hey, Vic,
The edging. The
Yeah.
edging.
they're edging you, bro. They're literally Armin edged you for 45 minutes. That's crazy, bro.
I was gonna say I had like an epiphany, right?
Yeah.
Australia is really well known for mateship and like this culture of mateship. Like when you're older, like you know you have like your mates are with you, there for you, whatever, right? And I'm so happy I actually grew up in Australia where there's this culture of mateship, because back home in the Philippines, everyone's two-faced as fuck, bro.
Oh my god.
Every, like you know, in Asian countries, they're
Even
like
America.
they're very vain, and then they're very two-faced, and like they a lot of like what do you call it, gossiping.
Yeah, you know who
Uncle's
reminds me?
back.
Singaporeans.
Vietnamese people like that too.
Yeah, bro. They could be doing your nails in front of you and they
Honestly,
still
a
talk
lot
smack.
of the Asian countries are very much like
Like,
that.
is there
possibly.
ever like a culture of mateship? I don't think there is. I've never heard of.
I think the one exemption from all that would be Japanese people.
Yeah, I was gonna say Japanese people
because
as well.
Japanese people have this thing of having two faces, where in public and with friends,
Yeah.
you will just be nice and just accept whatever shit that they say, and then you'd go home and you'd be like, bro, fuck that. That person's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. I thought I'd be like,
Agreed.
because they have honor. Samurai.
No, but that's part of what it is, right? Part of it is like their image to everyone else. That's why they won't
Yeah.
speak out against
True.
something they don't believe.
That's
in.
why the men
Yeah.
touch women in train stations.
Bro, man, it's just been watching too much porn, huh?
That's not.
No,
Oh well.
that's apparently a thing.
It is a thing, Brandon. but
Apparently, it's a
it's-
thing in Japan.
Okay.
You gotta be careful. Watch your girl, bro.
On the other side of the spectrum,
Spectrums, a lot of spectrums.
what are some telltale signs that one of your friends might be struggling? So if you're doing really well,
I'm going
Like
for this right now.
Like this.
if you're doing
What?
and you start seeing your friends, they start to act a little bit differently. What are some telltale signs that they might be struggling and that they might need some help? Where if you're in a good position yourself, you're emotionally available,
Uh-huh.
and you can help.
Uh-huh.
What are the signs? What are you looking for?
Sleeping in, lack of motivation. I guess just constantly lethargic. What do you call it when you're just not really like incohesive?
Yeah, incohesive.
Incoherent, maybe. Yeah. Well, like when you're just not moving all that well, and you're not really switched on. That kind of you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's a big thing.
It can even just be like you understand.
When they don't text me back after fucking 2 days of me texting them.
No, it's like if your mates don't do
Does
what
that mean-
like they're doing something out of the ordinary.
Incompetent. No, incompetent's definitely not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
let's
don't-
say
I don't
for
wanna say.
example, I would know
That's
that
bad.
Brandon's having a bad day if I came over and he's not inside playing games. He's actually in the outside in the backyard sitting by himself. I'm like, this motherfucker's going through something. Huh?
These guys know that I'm having a bad day when I don't talk.
Yeah, when he's silent, you know that man's on a warpath. Don't get in his way. But
Yeah.
I still try to piss him off anyways.
Yeah. If you stand too close to me, I will.
Dude, when
snap.
he's upset, it's like the Olympic Games, like the Rage Olympics. I try to like poke him. Was like I like to edge him as much as I can before he like blows up on me, you know.
I'm pretty sure I know this man's having a bad day when he's playing Val and he's not on Discord to try and see if any of the boys come on.
day. That's a terrible day. Yeah. No, like you see me when I'm mad, when I've had a bad day already, and I hop on Val, the slightest inconvenience will make me snap. It will make. I'll be screaming. I'll press my talk button, and I will telling every single kid that they suck. I'm the worst at it.
I'm
Like,
gonna fucking butt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, that's all.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
National Gilf Day.
Hey man, I'd rather you vent abusing people online than
No,
going
that's-
outside and
That's
stabbing
bad.
people.
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
Obviously.
if it's out of those two, then yeah, obviously the
Sure.
first sounds really good compared to the latter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Jeez, wow, you really spectrum.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
Spectrum.
take it. But yeah, I think it's not very hard to know when your mates are, because they're your mates, right? You see them at least once a week. You know what they're like. You know their habits. You know if something's like feels out of place. You know what I mean? It's like it's like the sixth sense when it comes to your friends.
Oh yeah, you just know.
You just know.
You just really
You
you just know. And as a okay, plot twist, you're a parent. What do you do now? So if you notice that your kid, or what would you notice in your kid before you start taking action? You know.
I'm not a parent though.
Well, just
I don't know
if
what
you-
to do in this position.
well, if it was your parent, okay,
Uh-huh.
like if you were the person, what would you want your parent to do, and when should they reach out? Because there's always this time, okay, and I promise you, everyone has been through this, where you want help and you seek help, and you're wishing that everybody would just help you, but they're also not telling anybody because you just don't want to, or you just too shy to. I had that moment. I was like, I fucking wish to God that somebody would help me, and I didn't speak up. I just kind of sat there waiting for somebody to come to me. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever had a deep conversation with my parents like that.
Me neither. So I don't really have any good. I don't have any good advice anecdotally that I've
I think the
experienced.
most.
I think it's still the same sign.
I
So.
can't really.
I think the most I've in terms of like a heart to heart with my parents, and because my parents and we're not really close, but we still like I deep down I still love them. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I think the closest I got with my parents was when I was spending a lot of time with my previous ex at their
Yeah.
place, and I wasn't really home at all. Like
Yeah.
I'd be gone for like a week or two at a time,
And then he came home.
and then
Suddenly rocked
and
up.
then I came home.
Yeah.
And then my dad was always like, "Mate, you've always got a place here,"
Oh.
and that's the furthest. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, Dad." And I went to my room.
Oh, that would make me cry if I
Yeah,
wasn't.
and I cried in my room because I was like,
Oh.
"He's like, mate," because you know a lot of Aussie parents, because
yeah.
oh, get out when you're 18, you're on your own.
Yeah,
But my dad, because my mum and my dad's white,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
and my mum's Asian.
Asian.
They're like, you know what? Just this will always be your home.
Yeah.
Come back whenever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm gonna
Damn.
say, can we try to start to use the terms like Caucasian or Australian instead of white?
My dad, my stepdad is white. he calls fried rice fry.
My mom's it's like me saying my mom's yellow.
I don't think we're trying to be race. I think people should know that we're
No,
not.
but just
We're not
in case.
attempting. But yeah, maybe we'll try. We'll try our best. It's like right now, there's a non-binary character in Valorant. We're meant to call him them they.
Well, from Lyman the Coconut, I think it's important to check up on friends and family every month or so. But most tend to show no signs of negative emotions or want to open up, even though they know it's okay to open up. Any advice?
Oh, I can't even read that right now, to be honest.
I think that's hard. That's a really hard and tricky sort of situation. I think in a lot of those circumstances, we could all take a note from Dom's dad's book, and it's more so just let them know that you're available. to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Like that's a big one. Obviously, like within a small group of friends, same thing. It's checking up on friends like regularly. Like when Will picked up the phone today, he's like, "Yo, haven't talked to you in like 2-3 days. Like, what's up? What's going on?" You know, just like casual things like that. It doesn't have to be super serious, and you don't have to sit down and chat. It could just be a quick checkup just to see what's happening. And then even from that conversation, if they don't normally show signs, they might not tell you exactly what it is, but you can just hear by their tone of voice, or you can pick up like small things that about their speech or their body language, and then you can kind of go from there. And once again, like offering your help. What else? I would say also,
I think it's just because you can't make someone seek help. They'll seek help when they want to seek help, but if you let them know that you're available, they might be more inclined to do so.
I agreed.
I agree. In a much more timely.
If I was a parent and I saw one dried sock, but then the next week I saw two dried socks, then I know something's wrong.
What?
What, when your sock becomes a fucking knife, becomes a weapon? God damn.
I'm like, oh, one hard sock, 2, 4. What? Just keeps doubling.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, definitely always, if you are in that sort of situation, ask help or
Ask for help.
Ask for help or get them to try and seek help. If you don't have anyone, there's always Lifeline in Beyond Blue.
There's actually in a very, very serious note, by the way, I don't think people take this serious enough. There are helplines. There are actually professionals out there in order for you to go and talk to, where it's a complete safe space. If you're not with us on a Project Act stream in order to share what's going on, then you can be in a confided room with another person who's actually trained, studied, and done everything in their capability in order to help somebody else. So if that doesn't make you feel more comfortable, then maybe buy a Lambo.
And it also doesn't have to cost you any money either. So just so you know, in Australia, or if you reside in Australia, you can go to your doctor. If you go to your doctor, they can give you a mental health care plan, and that will cover you for 10 sessions under Medicare. So it means you don't have to pay, with a trained psychologist.
13006999.
So that's that help is there, readily available for everyone.
Yeah.
So why not make the most of it?
Brandon is my counselor. The amount of times that I've gone out, Nick, and people have asked me for advice is insane. It's actually insane. I kind of gobsmacks me a little bit because I don't expect it when I go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice though. It's nice that people can talk to me and feel comfortable to talk to me about certain things.
Listen like Aib. Listen like Aib. It's a June 2 thing.
What?
It's June.
You're our savior. The prophecy is true.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Anyways, but yeah,
What Adib?
That's like his nickname. He's like the mouse desert. He's like smart like a mouse desert. Anyways, sorry, keep going.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And if you guys ever want to talk to somebody, more times than not, I am emotionally available for you, and I will give you the best advice I possibly can. Sometimes it can be a little bit harsh, I can say, but
Usually, if you see him out and about at a club or a rave, you'll know he's emotionally available. Because when he's not emotionally available, he will not go out.
yeah, true.
If not, jump into our Discord.
Oh,
There's always someone.
we do have a Discord. That's crazy. I forgot.
And I think our group's pretty friendly. So
Our group is very friendly. Just don't bump into Kevin
or Christian.
on a 3-day lost streak, anyway.
Don't bump into Christian when he's feeling a little bit racist.
Yeah, Christian's in the Valorant chat. Just don't join. Just don't join. Just don't join, because you're gonna hear a lot of bad things. But yes, I am all ears when it comes to helping people. Oh yeah, got a new job, MF, and it's good as. I'm really happy for you, Nick. I'm really happy for you, my boy. 700,000 people unalive themselves every year, but nothing comes out of the media. Do you think there should be more campaigns to prevent it, and should it even be talked about in the media? There is things in the media. Like, I would say TikTok nowadays is probably our main source of media. Would you say?
And I
Preferably
think
over the news?
There are
Yeah.
a lot of people that talk about it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure the media has to do more, but I think that everyone individually could do a little bit more.
There's not many people that watch the news anymore, which is the thing with trying to push it out to the media. Like, unless you're putting it midway through a fucking movie, like, I don't think anyone's gonna be watching the news to seek help or hear these announcements. If it is gonna be anybody that will help, it's celebrities, influencers, and etc. pushing it a bit more. Like, if there was somebody out there in the world who was quite generous and nice, and they were willing to pay a bunch of influencers to speak on it, and then obviously, yeah, there would be some sort of a movement, and people would actually kind of be more upfront with communicating and talking about their problems and issues.
I think it's you
And we
can
gotta stop bullying.
you can advertise as much as you want in the media, but at the same time, like for guys are very stubborn when it comes to the like issues of mental health. Like they're not going to approach like a counselor, out of the blue. But if they're part of a community, a sporting team, it could be like it could be a hobby club or whatever, and they have that sense of community where they belong and they feel accepted, then that's when they can. It's a good what do you call it? It's a good start to being comfortable and opening up to a person that you trust.
Oh yeah,
Because I
definitely.
think
I
as
agree,
as
actually.
social media is more ingrained and we have the fucking chip in our head, Elon Musk, the sense of community is broken up. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, like 50 years ago, well, you had church, you had footy clubs. A lot of people these days, they don't really join social like sports teams. They don't really join like an organization, like a hobby, whatever, like that, a book club for all I care.
Yeah.
Everyone's on their phones. Everyone's playing games online, and that can give you a bit of community, but it's
Yeah.
that face-to-face chat that people miss.
Well, I mean, people online suck usually, to be honest.
Yeah. So
But
I think
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like to solve the mental health crisis, or not, I guess a way to put a band-aid on it is people have to be part of a community where they feel accepted, because some people might not have friends, close friends they can talk to, but if they feel part of a community, like let's say for example, you're part of a social touch TRL team, and you're new there, but everyone accepts you. You get along with everyone really, really well. And this one guy that you get along really well, you guys go out for burgers or whatever after practice, and then one day you're like, hey man, look, I've been feeling really down because my missus broke up with me.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's a good pathway for people to open up.
Yeah.
Ramble over.
I like that. And also, I was watching this guy on TikTok recently. Mr. Sikant is his name. He's a comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian, and he normally does like interviews on the streets of Australia. So you go to like the city, like CBD.
The guy in Perth.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's
the
like.
guy that just approaches people on the street.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So obviously, like I found a lot of interest in his videos because it's a conversation between like a completely unexpected conversation between two people, and it's just dependent on. So he just asks a question, and it's dependent on what the person's feeling and how they express themselves, and they just say whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not scripted.
Yeah.
So, on top of that, what he's done recently is he's made a card game, and he's made a card game where it's based on these conversations, like these really memorable conversations,
Yeah.
and a bit more. It's not maybe mental health worthy, but it would tell a lot about someone's background and their previous trauma, etc., and like what they've gone through in their life and their experience. And then from there, I think that connection between two people is much easier to open up to each other. Yeah. So sometimes it's the relationship that counts for it as well. It's not always just because no one's gonna go to somebody random and just say like, "Yo, I'm feeling like this," right? More times than not, it's like somebody that you trust, and because you either want very genuine advice, or it's because you want, you just don't want other people to know. Like maybe it's a privacy thing.
Yeah. And also with the people suicide every year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say unaliving because that sounds ingenuine. Fuck you, TikTok, because that shit is not ingenuine.
Ban me, bro.
I think
you should use suicide because it's a serious.
It is it's like when people on TikTok. This is my biggest gripe, right? When people like those news TikTok influencers, they say the man was pew-pewed on the street. Have some fucking respect and say he got shot. Like that's what happened. He got shot. It wasn't pew-pewed on the street, and it irritates me. Like
Supposedly, though, the reason why they don't like those words is because it's suggestive. It suggests to another person to do it. So if you were to mention the word
I thought it
suicide,
was because of kids. because the kids being the platform, they're trying to shelter them.
I have
from-
no clue. Well, it could be that, but I have heard.
By
from-
that logic of words can make you do stuff, then why aren't there so many like serial killers from like playing like Red Dead Redemption?
well, that's what people used to say. That's what people used to
it-
say though.
Yeah, you know, but you know what I mean.
Back in the day, they'd be like, "You play GTA, you're gonna become a black."
It was
person.
even like a what? Whoa! It was even like a don't listen to rap music. Eminem will make you want to rob a store.
Yeah, well, that's what
It's,
they
it's
used
happening
to say.
again with TikTok.
That's what they used to
fucking
say.
hate it.
It's the same thing. It's tradition. People just do this over and over.
Oh,
again.
sorry. Yeah. I think they need to make, I guess, awareness to like helplines and call lines.
Yeah, I still think that's a proper thing.
That's a proper thing.
There's,
That's definitely-
like media advertisement for so many things nowadays. There's nothing. Well, they have "Are You Okay" Day, but let's be real. Like, not many people take it serious enough.
If it was a public holiday. No, I was kidding. But there's I listen to a lot of podcasts, and there's this website called BetterHelp, and I always wanted, because it's like a licensed therapist online, and it's a lot cheaper than going to a traditional therapist in person. I wonder if that's maybe like the solution of the future, where you have these like Zoom calls that are more affordable to to like your average
Yeah.
Joe.
Well, the fact that it's readily available, and like I said, I think it's maybe it could be more so on the government advertising, like say the mental health care plans, where you are covered by Medicare.
Yeah.
It was, covered a lot more over COVID, but now not so much.
Have you guys ever been to a counseling session, like in like or psychiatrist session?
I have.
Yeah.
No.
Can you like, because I've been to one as well when I was a kid. Can you kind of give me what your rundown, like what goes on throughout that? So if anybody out there who's currently watching this, they wanted to essentially kind of like stage it between them and their friends. I would not staging, but if you guys wanted to have like a little psychology session at home and feel comfortable to talk and kind of instigate that, what would you do and what would it be like?
Sorry, I'm peeling his foot. I got distracted.
It's fucking gross, bro. I need to see a psychologist now. What the fuck?
But yeah, so what was it like when you walked into the room, and what kind of questions did they ask you when you first went there?
Well, when I saw my psychologist, it was pretty much, hey, how you going? She pretty much just told me about herself. Bro, I can't fucking do this.
Sorry, wait. Let me finish.
Oh, shit. Bro, I'm literally watching Dom peel skin off of Brandon's foot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ah! Ah! What the fuck?
Dude. Brandon's got a sunburnt foot, and I'm peeling the skin up. Look how big that fucking flake is, bro. Hold on.
Bro, Brandon's about to turn to Michael Jackson. He's about to become all white and shit.
Look at that.
It's not focusing. It's too clear. It's transparent. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
Well, my experience with psychologist pretty much just go in. She introduced herself. I introduced myself.
No, she took off her cloak. No, I'm just kidding.
And she just
What the fuck?
Whoa. Sorry, my
she
bad.
just asked me to talk about life and to get to know me better.
What do you do on the weekends?
And then
Sorry.
pretty much, just to get a grasp of where my headspace was at.
Yeah.
And, second session was kind of diving into the problems that I was, kind of working.
I've always wondered, is it like the movies where the therapist is very time sensitive? And that's time.
Maybe in America.
Is that like when your sessions?
My
did they-
sessions would always go over by a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
and that would be like,
Quite
let you finish your
generous.
sentence, and then like, and that's time.
I mean, that's no. They would build it up. Like they would know roughly what time they need to finish by, and then they would ensure that like they ask what they need to know before the time is kind of
Okay, yeah,
ending.
yeah.
But then if you like, there's not many times where someone's gone into a therapy room and talked for probably 20 minutes straight as a patient anyway.
Yeah.
So more times than not, after like if you finish your talking for 5 minutes and there's time's up, then they would just tell you like, oh, okay, like what we went through was good. This is what I've gathered, and this is what we should work on throughout the week. And I will see you next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty much very much like that. So yeah, second session was kind of diving into like childhood trauma, trying to find out, why these sort of things coming up now as an adult, why they were affecting me so much.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, it's a joke, but it's low key true.
It's so real. It
and
is
any
very real.
of your anything you're struggling with now
Uh-huh.
is going to be somehow related to a childhood trauma.
Bro, it
You know-
sounds like Brandon's been talking about this for a while now.
It's really interesting you say
Low-key.
that, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared to do it because of that. I'm scared to
No, don't-
to,
don't
to
be
pick my
scared.
brain
Don't be
and
afraid,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, if you have a psychologist that makes you scared and feel vulnerable and not good in
They're
any
going
sort of
to
way,
the right
I
places.
could find an
you,
LG.
you found the wrong
therapist.
psychologist. You need to find another therapist
Psychologist.
to help you.
Oh, what?
I gotta go for the LG
Sometimes I
therapist.
like the confrontation though,
You
I
like
like
it?
because
Masochist?
it keeps me thinking.
Oh, okay,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
like not in a bad way, not uncomfortable, but more like, when it makes me really dive deep into what's going on, and when you feel that emotion, you kind of know you're hitting the sweet spot sometimes.
yeah.
Like it's like, oh, okay, like this is the shit that hurts me, and this is the shit that
It's
makes me feel like.
it's like a doctor. You got like a flesh wound. Hey, you like that? He just pokes you in the.
Yeah, yeah,
How's
yeah.
that hurt?
No, but then like when you're
Motherfucker,
like,
you like that?
yeah, you're like, ow, obviously it's there, right? Like, so
No,
like,
I think they confront you in a nice way.
yeah,
That's
they're
good.
not going to throw it in your face.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then my psychologist just basically ran through a lot of exercises with me
yeah.
and got me to practice doing some things.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much, like journaling, practicing gratitude,
yeah.
those sort of things. And she basically just gave me the tools that I needed to, get myself back to where I wanted to be.
Mm,
And
That's good, and I think this is what friends need to do a little bit more.
mm.
I think when you have that really close connection with the people around you, you're okay to kind of explore these things. Like,
Well-
how many friend groups can you say like that met probably in uni? How many of them would know about their like friends' childhoods? And what happened
Yeah.
in home or what happened in school, and
Probably
you
not a
know,
lot.
not
No,
many,
not many,
not
no.
many at all. And this is why when you have arguments or certain situations that kind of bring out that frustration, we have a lot of feuds and a lot of like friendships, like friend groups breaking up and all that stuff, because the understanding is not there, right? When you understand what someone's gone through and why they might react a certain way to something, then it's much easier to
Prevent or to
or like to-
extinguish the fire, kind of thing.
exactly,
You know?
yeah, put it out, like just like, okay, yeah, like we understand this is how you feel, but this is where we were, this is what we were talking about, or this is what was going on, and it might have just been miscommunication. Like there's a way to solve it.
Yeah.
It's like step by step, like 1 + 1 = 2, but unfortunately window actually, but yeah, but yes, so explore with your friends a little bit more when you're going out dating. Like maybe it is a good thing to understand what has happened in the previous time before they had met you, because you
Not on the first date though.
no, well, maybe it is. Like, there's a lot of girls out there and a lot of
Hey,
guys that like diving deep within the.
On the first date.
Yeah,
He's
man.
picking up his trauma bonding, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Uh,
dude, for real, man.
It is.
If you can connect with somebody on the first date on like, it's better than just liking the same music. It's better than just we play the same video games. Like, oh wow, you felt the same emotion as me.
My daddy, I don't even know my daddy. Well, my daddy left me. Yeah, well, my daddy even fucking didn't know who I am.
And then boom, see, you're like both got.
And then you're like, you wanna
I
see?
didn't-
You're looking a little bit pale.
Yeah. Big sip, big sip, big sip.
How else?
Come on, big sip, big sip.
Big sip.
It's like milk tea. Yum, 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 yum. We're getting Brandon drunk tonight.
Oh god.
All I'm gonna say is, if someone comes to you for help, don't give them the answer.
Huh?
What?
Don't give them the
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
answer.
yeah, yeah.
Because it's going to be much more empowering for them to figure out the answer on their own.
Amen. Yeah, I think you know what? I think when I was in high school and I thought I knew it all and I was a dumb kid, I'd always, when my friends came to me for help, I'd try to give them the answers. Whereas now, if my friends come to me about an issue, I'm not gonna give them answers. I'll be like, "And how did that make you feel? You reckon you could have handled that issue a bit better? What do you think, bro?"
I mean,
and then
okay.
you kind of talk them through it.
This is a double-edged sword though, because sometimes if you don't give the answer, like sometimes they're actually coming to you because they want your opinion or your perspective.
Oh, yeah,
right?
of course, yeah,
so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
yeah.
If they just want to be heard though,
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
then you're like, and then they just want to tell their story, and you want to help them tell their story.
Mm.
If they can be, hey bro, I need your opinion on this.
Yeah.
I don't know if my dad's gonna kill himself. Oh,
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
you
I
get
know what
the
you mean.
you know the fine balance of when
Yeah.
to give answers, when to open your
Yeah.
ear.
Because we've talked about this before as well. Like when somebody figures out themselves, it's
It's like a
yeah,
whoa.
it's like a oh wow, holy shit, and then they're more willing to do it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
As for if you tell them what to do, they can listen to it, and then they'll be like, oh nah, I think I know better, and then boom, it's
Yeah.
let's do whatever. We're actually going through this situation at the moment. I have somebody that's kind of struggling with that, and yeah, like well, first of all, they don't talk much. They don't talk. Oh, sorry, my bad. They don't talk much at all, and it's a bit of a issue that comes about, and then it kind of just comes unloading out in terms of like in everything, and you can just feel it and you can see it. But unfortunately, you can't really do much until they recognize that, okay, something's going on. There's a bit of an issue, and I need to actively work on it. Otherwise, it's not really going to change. And until they do that, you have to unfortunately sit and watch for a little bit, unless you've got the Midas touch. Turn everything into gold, baby.
Anything else you want to add on to that topic, Will?
No. Do you guys want a quick segue into a break or
Segue.
into
Actually-
to respond to Nick's?
Oh yeah.
What's Project GAC's plan for the near future? Project GAC is going to be sitting on the couch for the near future.
Well, we have a pretty good guest next week, so
We might upgrade to a casting couch.
yeah.
Fuck this couch, bro. $8,000, my ass.
$8,000 for this shit.
It was
I mean, for this
originally
couch.
RRP $8,000.
God damn.
Yeah,
I'll
ridiculous.
give you $80 for it.
Bro, at this point, I'd probably give it to you for $80.
I mean, I do like the couch though. It's
I'm
good.
sick of this couch.
Why? What's wrong with this
It
couch?
sucks. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at
Because
it.
we haven't fluffed it up.
Yeah,
I told
that's
you, bro. You don't want something so plush. You want something with support.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
What,
true.
remember when we went couch shopping?
and then
Those couches were bomb, man.
You were so keen on something really plush like this. And I was
No,
like,
no, 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 no. Oh, well, maybe, but like still not this. I didn't want this. All right, Alice wanted this, and now we're stuck with it.
I think it's good because you can lie on it like a bed.
Okay, yes, it is super big.
When someone's fucked up and they just want
Yeah.
to sit down.
It is comfy for those reasons.
great.
And I mean, it's really nice to sleep on. It's actually super comfortable.
What is our plan, Braden?
What is our plan? So, I mean, we're still working on our website. Our drop for our merch has been postponed for a little bit just because of stock shortages. Unfortunately,
COVID.
like just things just came about where we
COVID.
can't drop enough t-shirts for people to, well, it's not worth us releasing what the shirt's about and doing all this stuff if you can't actually buy it. So, we will be doing a giveaway very soon. We hit 1 million views on one of our videos for the first time ever on TikTok. And we're going to keep making content. I mean, that's all Project GAC's about. Maybe I have been thinking about maybe doing a little Project GAC meetup in terms of like a park thing. Maybe we could do a session in the park, or maybe a walk club. You know how everyone's doing a run club? Maybe we all can just go for a fucking walk, you know, around a nice little area.
can we do a jog club?
Nah, bro, jogging's too hard. It's bad for your knees, especially on concrete. Let's do walking.
Let's do a water.
Or we start a Pokemon Go team.
That's so gay.
No, it's not.
Well, Dom did say that we did have some special guests.
Oh yeah, what's
Lined
going
up.
on? What's going
We
on?
have a special guest next week. Stay tuned. I think it'll be a very good stream when it comes to people who are thinking about pursuing, because you know we talk about pursuing your dream, right, and doing what you do, and we're kind of doing that in our own way with Project X and everything. But at the same time, the next guest we have on next week will be the first guest this year, and he
No,
has.
we had Luca Bano.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
I thought that was ended last year.
Nah, that was at the start of this
Okay,
year.
never mind. And then the guest next week, he actually has built a business.
Whoa.
Whoa! And he didn't
Whoa.
go to uni. He didn't follow the traditional pathway.
Whoa.
She's a stripper. I'm just kidding. He's not a stripper. Not a stripper. But yeah, I think he's got a lot of advice when it comes to. I think he'll have a lot of good advice when it comes to following what you're good at and following what you want to do, and then
Like a passion.
your passion, and I
Mm.
guess never giving up. Because for him, I think it took him A long
He's
time.
he's been doing it since he was in grade 10, I think, 10 or
Yeah.
11, and just last year he opened up the shop, which
Yeah.
is that's 4 5 years
It is.
of grinding it out.
It is a big effort.
So,
yeah.
and I think it's paid off. You seen his car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Oh, yeah.
You know what? You know what happened? He gave the new car to his sister. His sister also drives a Merc now.
Oh.
Because we went there on
Thursday.
No,
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Mm.
Wednesday, sorry, and there was a Merc
Yes,
parked
yes,
out already with Marie, the plate, which is the sister's name, and then he came in his own Merc. So I'm guessing he might have given.
No, he has. Apparently, he still has the Merc, and he just moved the old plates onto the. He put new plates on that one.
I was
and
gonna
then-
say people that are car enthusiasts don't drive Mercs.
That's what.
I don't know.
Anyways, continuing on. Actually, I wanted to do that a little bit more. Maybe we could do something where a lot of people are going into real estate, and maybe we could start going. Some of our friends are doing a lot of different professions, and we could follow them along and kind of see what their insight is into starting that and kind of pursuing that career. So, for example, people who want to kind of pursue real estate, we would go out and follow somebody who's going through the process of becoming a real estate agent and kind of seeing what it's like to do so. So yeah, stay tuned. You know, obviously we've got a lot of ideas and content coming up.
Interestingly enough, someone I know of, this on a side tangent, he started real estate, and in his first year, he became the #1 top selling real estate agent.
Wow.
Goddamn.
And he did over $1.3 million in
Goddamn.
revenue
10%
Whoa.
commission.
from that. So on average, you're looking around about 2.5 to about 3.5% max.
Oh.
Is that like that's what I'm kind of seeing, and that's
Oh.
plus GST. So they do make quite a pretty buck, and especially with houses going for about $1 million nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just flew to Italy and bought a Lamborghini
Lumber.
from the Lamborghini.
Dang.
I was actually thinking of in the future I might try to get my same with like your friend, right? I might try to get my brother-in-law in on the couch because he also works in real estate. He's worked for multiple companies and he knows like the work culture. It's quite an interesting.
Well, we can't get too many real estate agents.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know everybody
The
is one
work
now, but
culture honestly seems really, really difficult. And not judging, but I have not seen one real estate agent who doesn't have a gut. And I'm gonna put that as to part of their work culture and the hours that they have to work.
and the
Yeah.
amount of drinks they have and the amount of bags they have.
It's just yeah. Anyways,
Sorry.
coming back,
Exposed, boys.
for everyone there that has been following our socials, you
And
may
if you haven't, go and do that.
go please follow, like, subscribe. If you have, you would have seen Brandon's post yesterday about trading cryptocurrencies and meme coins.
Hell yeah.
And so, Brandon's had a bit of a setback. And I want to know, Brandon,
$300,000 US dollars, by the way.
how are you overcoming that setback? How are
I'm
you
not.
overcoming that feeling?
Okay, I just want to know. Okay, you with your intentions with investment, right? Now, was it out of this, like was it your preconceived notion that I believe in this project will do heaps more, or was it like you got a little too greedy, like I think this can just do a little bit more and then a pull out, or was it you just
okay.
you just truthfully believe this project would do so well?
Yeah.
And then you truly believe the project would skyrocket and
I mean, yeah, obviously, like you do when you invest your money into something, you have that faith and belief more times than not.
yeah.
Well, like for me, when I trade, I can't speak for all traders because most of them look for the dollar value, right? They look for the money, the gain. They look for the narrative and the hype. But when I invest into a coin, like you can ask Will, I'm very committed and dedicated to it. Like I will look into every little piece of it and I'll become very attached to it in cause of that, right? So like when I saw this project, and most projects that I end up holding for a very long time, I think of it as a very long-term thing, like maybe a month or some sort, to hit my targets, I guess. And this coin looked quite promising. The thing that probably let it down was, I guess, market condition in general in terms of crypto and investing, kind of sunk. And on top of that as well, like they lost a little bit of momentum, and then they picked it back up, and it was looking pretty good. But then obviously, like maybe the second time around, a lot of people were like, "Oh, the good traders would have been just like, let's get that fucking money out." And they just dump their bags,
Yeah.
and then it kind of ruins the momentum as well. So there's a lot of aspects that go into trading crypto, but it's just depends on the type of trader that you are. Like there's the guy that bought Pepe, right? He bought Pepe, held Pepe to the moon, and then it just and cashed out a lot of money. Same thing with that guy who bought Dogecoin, sacrificed, got max loans, sold his house, etc. Put all his money into this thing, and they hold the money, and then and he's probably still holding Dogecoin to this day, but he's taken some out. So I'm that kind of trader where you hear like the miracle stories.
Yeah.
But there's, I would say, majority, 85 to 90% of the traders out there, they'd be buying and selling. They would buy and sell. So yeah, how am I dealing with it? I mean, you kind of become numb to it, in all honesty, after seeing, like, there's been multiple occasions where you probably lose a lot of money. So there wasn't a lot to deal with. It's disappointing to see, and I still hold a lot of faith. But I go about doing my things every day. I still have a lot of shit to do outside of cryptocurrency. There's still Project GAC stuff. There's still me looking after myself. I'm going to Bali next weekend. And then on top of that, like, there's other cryptocurrencies to look at. You practice working on, your looking at the market structure, looking at where the money's going, looking at if there's any money flowing into investments in general. Like, you look at gold, oil, US dollar, everything's kind of falling at the moment in general. So you just expect, there's lots of practice everywhere. There's always something to do. So there's no
Heard
time.
fentanyl stocks on the come up.
I haven't heard that, but okay. But yeah, in general, there's no time to be wasting on just being sad, unfortunately.
I don't know, I'm not familiar with it. I'm from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
Did the coin just crash overnight?
No. I had time. I had fucking 3-4 days to sell, like, probably $300,000 worth of it, or like at least $250,000 of it. I had a lot of time to sell. Like, I told Will earlier, previously, the week before, the couple weeks before that, I was like, Will, tell me when to take profits, bro. Just remind me. Like, I might not listen to you, and I probably won't listen to you, but just tell me. And I didn't. He told me, I didn't listen the first time, and then it dumped, and then it came back up, and then Will was like, okay, bro, like, maybe it's time, bro, like, just take some of the money out. And I'm like, nah, Will, this is going to 1 billion, and I'm gonna make $4.5 million USD. And then it just came crashing down. Like, it sold. So I probably had one day to sell $100,000 before I lost $100,000, and then the next 3 days after that, I lost another $200,000, and then over the last week, I lost an extra $100,000 from there. So yeah, like, was there time to sell? Yes, plenty of time. There's not many cryptos out there that are established that will instantly sell, like, straight to the ground, unless, like, something fucking crazy happens. Can you testify to that? Yeah, you can testify. Like,
I can testify to that.
yeah.
But you say, like, you were blinded a little bit.
Blinded by greed.
Not greed, but just blinded by hoping that it will. You have this expectation, you put this expectation on it that it will do well, because you've done your due diligence.
Yeah.
And then, but you didn't give it, like, that margin of error. Like, you know what? Maybe this might not be it.
Yeah. Well, like, definitely. I think, that's a problem with my trading. And it's always kind of been like that, where I just go into it and I wholeheartedly believe that this is going to be the one, no matter what, and I kind of stick with my guns. But then on top of that, like, it has given me a lot of profit by doing that.
Yeah.
Preferably over, I think more people lose money trying to trade so many things and just going in and out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who buy something, make a little bit of money and sell, and then if they had held that, they would make hundreds and thousands of dollars. So you have to have some belief. You have to, and if I'm selling coins, right, the market's gonna dump. So if I'm probably one of the top 30 wallets of this coin, right? I have out of the top 30 people, I'm in there. Yeah, I have the most
balls deep.
Yeah, I'm super in. So if I'm selling a lot of it, then
Sheet to
people
cheek.
are gonna keep selling underneath that as well, especially when there's no momentum.
Yeah.
The momentum has stopped. People are selling, so if I sell more, it's just gonna dump even further, which kills the coin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's all tactical. But yes, I can say I was a bit blinded. I expected something, and I was hoping that it would go crazy, and it didn't. Oh well, so I have to move on.
My other question was,
Yeah.
in terms of, I guess this bull rush period,
Yeah,
Yeah.
bull run.
bull run period. I don't fucking know, man.
Bull Rush Red Rover.
Red Rover, I call it the fat one. No, in terms of this period, right? Is it still too late? Is it early enough that you can build yourself back up?
Oh, 100%, bro. I think now is probably the best, like one of the better times to be buying hay. We've just had a fucking, as we said, 25% dump, 20% dump. And crypto has been looking strong for probably 6 months, well, just less than 6 months, 4 months. Yeah, and I as a crypto person, I guess we're just going to automatically believe that's going to go to higher values from this point on.
Yeah.
We could be proven wrong and it could go further down, but I mean, getting in now is still fine. I was playing when I first started crypto like $30,000-$40,000 Australian, and now I'm sitting on like 200 grand to play with in crypto. So I definitely wouldn't say that I have more opportunity now and in a period where most things will be to the upside. So I'm not having to play. So this whole time that I've been learning crypto is in a bear market, right? So we're actually expecting the price to go downward. So the odds were against me and I still made money. So if the odds are in my favor this time round, I do expect, I guess, higher chances of me succeeding to what my goal is anyway in terms of crypto.
Have you been like beating yourself up over it? Kind of like being
Yeah.
harsh on, like,
Yeah, of course.
yourself?
Of course I will be, because I literally told somebody to tell me to take profits and I didn't do it. So, I mean, I set everything up in the position for me to succeed, and I've made the mistake before, and I made the mistake again this time round. But I guess God's plan. Drake once said, God's plan. Sometimes, maybe because I didn't sell and holding this bag, maybe there might be an opportunity on the way. But the smartest thing to do in that situation was to sell. And if I wanted to do it, like if I really believed in it, then I could always buy back in a much lower price. So, yeah.
So in other words, the first step is to acknowledge and accept the bad circumstances,
Yeah.
or the things that may have led up to the sort of circumstances.
Yep. Being a
And then,
dipshit.
Is it too early to say? Have you forgiven yourself? Forgiven yourself over it in terms of?
Have
did
a
you fart?
No.
You farted.
I burped.
Oh, sorry. You
Have I
forgiven
forgiven
yourself?
myself?
No, the aircon's going this way.
Oh, true. Yeah, good point.
My fart can't go that way.
I don't know.
Have I forgiven myself?
Like, live and let die. Let bygones be bygones.
You have to. I think you have to. Otherwise, you'll miss further opportunities. Like, the only reason why I'm still holding this is because I still hold a lot of hope. Or, like, I just do believe that the team is good. I believe in the project itself. Yes, I could still pull out some money now, but I am pretty confident that it should keep going up. At least I would be able to make, an extra 100 grand off this before I start taking some money out. But yeah, like, I'm just gonna play it smart, and I won't be blind. If I'm too upset by the situation, then I don't think I'd be thinking straight. Like, if anything were to happen,
Being gay.
yeah, I would. I would look at the chart, and if the
dicks. I'm not thinking straight.
when I've lost this much money already, if you're not thinking straight and the minor inconvenience happens, you panic. And I've been in that panic position before, and I don't want to be in that panic position again. So right now, I'm actually quite calm about the trade itself, and I'm just looking at the way it is, and with the statistics and the reality of it, and I will play it as is. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I mean, I relate it a lot to sports. Because coming from a sports background, you have to be very level-headed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can make very, very minor mistakes just by rushing or whatever. So
Does it kind of relate to, like, how, like, in the, I don't know if you will but in the UFC, in the fight game, you're only as good as your last fight. That's kind of the same for crypto. You're only as good as your last trade.
Please explain. I don't understand. Yeah.
Like people kind of review themselves as, like, in the fight game. Anyways, fighters, they look at themselves, they judge themselves based off their last fight. Like, no matter how successful they were in the past, They'll always judge themselves by their latest fight.
Yeah.
And when you're in the crypto, right, no matter how good you were in the past, will you always be so harsh from your last, like, bad stint?
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
I think this is where something like journaling may come into play, where you need to reflect on the decisions that you make when you trade.
Yeah.
Because what you'll find is that you'll see patterns of when you make a successful trade and patterns of when you make a bad trade.
Yeah.
And, in some instances, you'll find that in your good and your bad trades, like say you're winning and you're losing trades, you might notice the same patterns. And if you're noticing that there's the same pattern, you might have picked up a bad behavior. So I kind of think that it just comes back down to you reflecting on the decisions you made and why you made them. So not necessarily the last fight or the last trade, but just
In terms of experience.
like the way that you conduct business as usual.
Oh yeah.
You need to reflect on.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, I think even as a sports person or a fighter or whatever, in any profession, I do believe by experiencing it and being in the field, you learn a lot and you have to analyze in order to continue progressing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will just stop progressing or you would even fall off, to be honest. Yeah. That's what a person with a driven mindset would have. I guess if you are completely okay with being regular, which is not bad, I'm just not that. I'm better. Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You need that kind of mentality.
Well, yeah, you have to be confident. If you want to do better, you have to just keep saying that you're bad sometimes. Sometimes you have to admit that, okay, I'm not where I want to be and I want to be somewhere better. And until you recognize that, you're not really going to do much, right? So, yeah. I mean, it's been 2.5 years of me doing crypto, telling myself that I can't hit it, and I've probably hit it heaps of times now. In reality, more times than some people have. So,
in the whole history.
Oh, no, not in history.
No, as in, like in some people's history, like in terms of
Yeah,
their trades.
I mean, like if you look at my ratio, like win to loss ratio, or like
KD score?
in terms of actual trades that I've taken, I have taken quite a few, like more profitable trades over, or not. How do I explain this? Where my profit is much higher than my losses, essentially. Even though is that all it is? That's as simple as it is.
You have a low strike ratio, but when you do strike, you win it big.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there we go. No, my strike percentage is pretty good, I would say. Well, like the ones that I'm in, I usually hit the banger. I can't say
What I'm saying is
I've
like
got a
you
good
hit at
eye
least
for
one-
it. Yeah.
You'll hit at least one banger,
Yeah.
but you do lose on quite a lot of other ones.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
Brandon is the prime example of 99% of people quit before they win big at the casino.
He's the one that doesn't quit.
I didn't quit.
See him with the Cavs at the
But
new
look at him
crown.
now. Brandon now hits a lot more winners than he does losers now. And
Well,
that's because
yeah.
he started employing different strategies.
Yeah, like I had to analyze. I had to see what the fuck was going on. Where I was making trades. Was I making trades at bad time? Like, was it super obvious that I'm not gonna be in before the other people get in? And am I buying too high? Or and it took a long time for me to get there. For real. So yeah, I mean, is that
We'll have a quick break.
Yeah.
I've just got one last thing that I wanted to cover. And it's well, we can start with that Dom. But I think nowadays with social media, a lot of people are made to feel as though they're behind the 8 ball. I think if you're my age, you're 27, a lot of your friends are getting married. They're buying houses, they're settling down, they're having kids. And so,
I mean, not a lot of them. I guess majority.
Well, no, at my age, because
Yeah.
there's 4 years between us.
Yeah, true.
So add another 4 years. How much can change in 4 years?
Maybe they're getting a dog.
So I just want to throw some statistics out there. In Australia, the average age of house ownership is 36. Right? 36 is actually a lot later than a lot like what people realize.
Oh shit! I'm
Um,
panicking for this.
The median home price in Australia is $1 million. So that's a hefty chunk to
Yeah.
take out. If
Yeah.
you're living in Sydney, median house price is 1.6 million.
Shit.
So that hurts. And
That
imagine
is.
paying You know what interest rates are at the moment? Close to 8%
Yeah.
on $1.6 million. Or let's say even if you did 20% deposit, like, can you imagine?
Yeah, that's pretty
Imagine
bad.
that.
That's
Like, you're
pretty
still
bad.
paying a mortgage on over $1 million, which means that each year you're paying more than $80,000 in just interest.
That's
Like,
insane.
that's kinda
People
nuts.
don't even make that in a year.
But then that's before you start paying down
Yeah, that's
your mortgage.
that's insane. Like the amount of people that have quite good professions after going to uni for 4 or 5 years and then paying hex fees on top of that, and then probably making 95 to 100K a year after tax. After tax? Maybe not even after tax. Oh no, after tax.
100K after tax a year. You're going to be needing to earn at least 180.
Yeah, 180 grand. So yeah, I mean so that's before tax, 100K a year. That's not even making back some of the repayments.
I didn't check wages.
Yeah.
Should have. The average age of marriage is 32.
Mm.
Here's, interestingly enough, the average age of first-time mothers in Australia is 30.
Mm.
So you're actually having more people are having kids before they're getting married,
Yeah.
which I think is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to point out is, although it may seem like people around you might have their life on track before you do, it's okay. Everyone goes at their own pace.
Dude, it
because,
really is okay.
like, you're not
Yes.
really that far behind. If the average age of owning a home is 36, having kids, getting married, you want to be sure that you're settling down the right person.
Yeah.
You know, don't, because, you know, marriage is meant to be for life, through thick and thin.
Yes. Agreed.
So,
No, I definitely agree with what you're saying here. There's social media has become such a large instrument for people to show what they have and everything that's positive and everything going well in your life. Especially now with influencers, you know, they make a pretty decent deal of money, and their probably number one job is to flaunt it in reality of what social media is. But at the same time, it has created such a terrible construct in people's minds to say that they need to do it now. The amount of 22-year-olds out there, and I can say from experience because I was one of them, when you're like coming out of high school, you're rushed to become a multi-millionaire or one of the most successful people in the world for no good reason. No one's actually put that on you. No one's actually said that you have to do that. No one said you're going to die before you're 30 if you don't make that achievement. There's nothing saying that whatsoever. But we just believe that. And it's good if you use it as your drive, but it's bad when it becomes a negative thing towards you. When you stop doing your work, you stop doing what you have to do, because you're so just laser focused on this one achievement that is unrealistic. It is unrealistic. So this is a very big thing, and I think this works for adults as well. Or you would call yourself an adult, but yeah, I mean, like people above the age of 30, even above the age of 40. There's a lot of people out there that may not have the ideal lifestyle, but they live a good life. They're going at their own pace. They have a roof over their heads, which is actually more than some people have. Even if we use the perspective going to a third world country or going to Asia sometimes, and people are pretty happy with just being able to eat on the street, you know, in a little shop on the side of the street, have friends and family around, maybe have a drink or two here and there, and live in a tiny little bungalow. Like that is this is where in comparison, what we think in Australia, America, you know, more developed countries, we just have this really bad skew an idea of what we're meant to be.
well, I think definitely, like on social media, you see all your friends travel and that sort of thing, and you know, you're probably just stuck at home. You're thinking like, why aren't I doing that? Or, you know, I think sometimes you just need to put things into comparison, more so in terms of you need to find out what makes you happy. For other people, traveling might be their thing, flaunting their wealth and spending money on bags and that sort of thing might be, you know, what brings them joy. But
Balenciaga.
if you're at home and you've got kids, you don't have as much money to, you know, spend on those sort of things. But, you know, I don't You won't see many mothers or parents say that they regret having kids
No.
because of all the joy that that brings them. And so,
My
at the
mum,
end of the
but
day,
yeah.
it's figuring out what it is for you that brings happiness.
What's the
Yeah.
topic?
Uh,
The toilet.
Being behind the 8 ball.
Being behind the eight
As in
ball.
like a bag?
No, so in terms of social media,
Oh, I was like,
you know how I see people being
Ooh.
you know, steps ahead, houses, cars, and that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And I guess for the
poison.
everyday average Joe,
It's poison.
that it's okay to not be like that.
Cocaine,
or to
yeah.
not have that.
It's poison. I think wholeheartedly. I think social media. The older I get, I think it's poison. It's poison
It
for-
is
it's-
bad.
Social media can do a lot of good when it comes to causes and
Yeah.
and building business and a brand and
Yeah.
whatnot, and a bit of serotonin with cat videos here and there. But I think overall, when it comes to people flaunting and doing things for clout, I think it's poison. I really do think that, like, when you see people you see your friends like flaunting their wealth or whatever, I think it just discourages you from, it strays you from the path. It really does.
I think one big thing that I want to say upon this is, although we know that it's okay to be a little bit behind the 8 ball, or there's really no 8 ball. The 8 ball is unrealistic. So
It's imaginary.
it's imaginary, exactly. But I think we should still have a little bit of drive. I think it's
Mhm.
still important to say, like, hey, okay, some people have this, and I'm currently here, and I'm okay to be here, but it doesn't stop you from doing what you have to do. It doesn't stop you from exploring and taking your first step and kind of putting your first foot forward and trying something and seeing where you belong. I think it is completely okay. That I have seen a lot of people in my life where they've compared themselves to somebody else and been so disappointed by it and kind of just given up and kind of just sat on their ass and just do their thing, whatever it is, and kind of just being really comfortable. I would still like to encourage a lot of people out there to keep chasing what they want to chase. Sometimes when you're chasing a really big ambition, you're going to be behind until you find your success. That's just the way it is. You might not have what everyone has because you've put so much time and energy into this one thing and it just hasn't flourished yet. It does happen. How many people start businesses at the age of 26, get fucked over, and then have to restart from ground zero again? You can't expect yourself to be in that position, right? It's just, once again, unrealistic. Stay in your own lane, know what you're doing, know where you are, and be realistic with it. Accept the way that it is, and if you want to be where that person is, then you decide that. You chase that. You be there. If it makes you upset, then you work towards that. I think that's super important. It's not to say like, hey, this person is here, I'm here, I suck, or hey, this person is here, I'm not there, then I should be there. That has nothing to do with it. Their life has nothing to do with you. Your life is your own life. You do what you have to do. You get to where you want to get. It's
Hallelujah.
plain and simple.
I think it's also like social media is a constructed reality.
Mm.
It's very constructed. Everything's with a purpose. Like, for example, you see a friend who's bought a house, right? Now imagine, like, yeah, on social media it looks good. He's bought a house. He's got a nice car, but he's you never know. He could be in fucking debt, and he's struggling to make ends meet. You know what I mean? You don't know the whole story. You see him with a house and a key and a nice car, but you don't. You
Well,
never.
they
know.
are in debt if they bought a house.
Yeah, exactly. Or like
Unless it's cash.
if they applied for, like, for example, they're traveling overseas,
Yeah.
right? And they're posting themselves in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
You don't know if they had a good
With the
trip or not.
girlfriend with the big bunda and the G-string.
Yeah, you just don't know the whole story.
Yeah, but you see it very often with people who drive nice cars. A lot of them are loaned or financed, and they would show everybody that they have this super awesome car. They've made their first year of a paycheck, and they're like, fuck, I'm going to go buy the coolest car ever. And it kind of fucks them up. It actually puts them in a really bad financial position. They can't upkeep it. And then you see them in 2-3 years time where they have to let go of the car and then rebuild again. Like, hey, oh fuck, that was an irresponsible decision. Now I gotta save for a house. Saving for a house is really hard. My job actually doesn't really pay that much when I have responsibilities. There's a lot of things that come up later on. After, a lot of these people now, when you see them on TikTok, they might look like they're living the best life in the world. and things come crashing down on them eventually. Like sometimes, especially when you're gloating. I hate people who gloat, but like there's that one guy who says he signed a max Nike contract one time. Screw that guy. But yeah, but like you don't have to, as a person, if you've succeeded, it's nice to succeed. Be proud of yourself. Share it with the friends and family, but you don't have to rub it in people's faces. How many people sell courses? Oh, this actually ticked me off the other day. Okay.
Go on, shoot.
Oh, this
Hold on,
guy.
do you want to take a sip first?
Take a sip. Take a sip. Take a sip, big boy.
This guy was on TikTok and he was trying to sell his course, and he was saying, "Fuck you, brokies! All of you, you just made $100,000 in a year. I just made $100,000 in 30 seconds from my bathtub. You guys are fucking broke. You all suck. I'm richer than you." And he's sitting on this like high-rise penthouse in this bathtub. Australian guy as well.
Is this Luke Belmar?
Oh no! I can't remember what his name is.
Because it sounds like Luke Belmar.
Well, whoever he is, he's fucking retarded. But like,
We can't say the R word. Come on now.
oh, sorry. He's not very smart. He's not very smart. Okay, and obviously he's trying to prove that I've made my success and I'm better than you, so you should come to me to learn from me.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking real person, all right? If you're a real person, how many of you, if someone told you you're shit and you're so bad and they put you down so much, realistically, would you ever ask them for help?
Probably not.
Probably not.
If Bill Gates came up to you, right, and he was
What's up, Paul Berkey?
yeah, and he's like, "You fucking broke ass bitch," and like, who?
Cancelled.
Yeah, first of all, you would be cancelled. Everyone would think you're an asshole, and no one would ever want to ask you for advice because you're a dick, right? If I was going to sell a course, or if I was going to try and advise somebody, there's the right way to go about it. Okay, when we have to stop this culture, this culture of telling somebody that they're shit and I'm so awesome because I make however much money from my couch. No one gives a fuck where you make the money from. They want to see that you make money, you can do it consistently, that you have, that you have results, or you have people who have said like, "Hey, I've done it too." If you're gonna start a business, that's not how the way to start a business. Okay, that is completely annoying. Okay, and this runs along the line of that whole influencer thing. You don't have to shove in people's faces that you're better than them, because ultimately your life does not matter to them, or shouldn't matter. You're just making it matter for whatever reason, because you have pride and ego or whatever, So yeah, let's stop fucking doing that, and let's stop worrying about the people who are doing that in terms of like, stop comparing yourself to them, because they are frauds. Majority of them are frauds. If they're trying to sell you a course and they're treating you like that, they are fraud. Okay, because there's some wealthy people who are actually nice. So trust the people who are actually nice, because you build a much better relationship, a much better bond, and much better trust with those people.
I feel like you're better off just like sending a couple emails to a bunch of like company owners, be like, "Hey, can we sit down and give me some advice?"
100%, man.
And they'd be like, "Yep, I can go for coffee like on this day."
Yeah, right.
I think at the end of the day, if people are selling courses, that's their primary income source.
That's what I always
You-
thought. Hey,
I
it's
think,
fishy.
I think you'll find that people that have developed a skill in a field won't need to sell courses in it.
No, exactly.
No.
Unless it's like a skill that is really hard to learn,
Exactly,
right?
dude.
A skill that you can't Google.
Yeah.
Something like cooking, trades, painting, bricklaying, that sort of thing, right? That sort of shit you will have to learn from someone somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
Unfortunately,
You
we
see
see
that out.
200,000 dropshipping courses drop over a week. And dropshipping is not even that lucrative right now. It's not. It is kind of oversaturated unless you got a bang of a product, and unless you really know what you're doing. So half those kids who are trying to shill me or trying to tell me that I can make $200,000 whilst jerking off my cock, fucking doing SMMA or whatever, I'm not gonna believe you. If I have half a brain and I'm thinking relatively straight and I have any knowledge about money, finance, or investing, I'm not gonna believe you. There's the people who have made it and they see that shit, they think it's stupid. The only people falling for that stuff are the people who
The
unfortunately
brokies, literally.
or people who are desperate and looking for a way out, or maybe like the people just who aren't as experienced. But you shouldn't take advantage. Or I would hope that we don't take advantage of those people.
I think those guys selling courses. It's literally the modern version of snake oil salesman.
I haven't heard this.
You never heard this? It's like a back in the day, right? You had when you lived in a town or a village, you had like this man with his car and be like, "Oh, this snake oil potion will make your hair grow and it'll get rid of all your ailments." When in reality, it's just snake piss in a bottle, right? It's a fraud. They're selling you the idea behind the product, right?
It's like those origami people in the
It's
middle of the shopping center.
Selling you the dream.
It's so they're selling like that's what these courses are. They're selling you the idea of being wealthy and buying that car. Buy my course because this product, my course will help you buy a fucking car.
That's what
Because it's really interesting psychology though. Because what they're playing is that they're playing with your emotions.
Exactly, yeah.
But like I would say, like, okay, so I watched another video the other day, of this black guy who went up to like a really wealthy person's house in America, like a mansion looking thing, and he was just personable. He was funny. He cracked jokes. He didn't even have to really sell what he was doing. He just went up to the door and he was like, "Hey, I can clean your windows for you." Cracked a couple of jokes. Yeah. And he was like, you look at these fingerprints, and just sold the product that way. But he didn't have to do too much. I think people nowadays just do too much with the way they're trying to push what they have. Like, just being a nice person, more times than not,
Goes a long way.
goes a super long way, man. And then really big business people can come along and they'll be like, this guy's just super nice. He's just a good person. He's hardworking. He's driven. He knows he's got his head screwed on, and they assist you. So yeah. So you're saying the dude from Vietnam giving me snake shot doesn't give me extra muscle?
Unfortunately, I don't
No,
think so.
you probably find more muscle in a little fucking syringe on the street.
Unless that shot had like trembolone in it as well or something. I don't fucking know, man.
Apparently they took the dick veins of Snickers, by the way.
What?
Did you hear?
What?
You know how Snickers has veins on it? Dick veins? The Snickers bar has dick veins on it? Apparently they took them off.
No, I like those. What? Pause.
What do you mean it's come off?
Like they now it looks like a Mars bar.
Oh, that's boring.
How did they do that? I thought it was just the nuts and it gave it lumps and shit.
I don't know. I saw a TikTok. Reliable source.
Wait, was I eating a black cock the whole time?
Now you know.
God damn.
Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to break it to you like that. But yeah, that was a big long rant from me. But yeah, do you have anything to say about that?
No, I agree.
No, agreed. Yeah, fuck those selling course motherfuckers. As I said, like, dude, Rule is trying to sell a course right now, and I don't mind because once again, it's one of those professions where you kind of need the assistance. There's not many people doing
DJing
it
is a
out
very
there.
niche
Yeah.
industry. Is it a course on DJing and like
Yeah.
yeah?
No, no,
Or
because
starting out
it's-
FL Studios or something like
I'll
that.
say this: is selling a course on a skill is different to selling a course on how to start a business of some sort.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different factors
In business.
in a business that you just can't learn it.
It's
Yeah,
not.
you
There's
have
no,
to
there's
do it.
no
You have
one
to
set
do it.
formula.
Experience
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
yourself, right?
Whereas
There's no
if it's a course for like how to get your knife skills better, that's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a hard end skill. There's
A
techniques
skill.
to it. Yeah.
If it's a course on a skill, not a course on how to make money.
yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Because
Agreed.
the tradies that the kids that dropped out of school at 15 to go do a trade, and now they're in a fucking concreting business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're miles richer than
People
These
doing
guys selling courses
SS,
and
MMA, and fucking dropshipping.
Oh.
Oh man, you guys suck, bro. Internet course people, fuck you.
Mm.
Anyways,
On a lighter note, did you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about or add in before we finish the podcast?
oh yeah, this is your time.
Okay. Actually, no. I was thinking about this on the way here.
You actually thought about something?
I did. All right.
This is your time.
All right. Looking back at it, and I know it's cringy, I think we had to stop. I feel like we had to stop
Miles Morales from doing
Whoa,
his
whoa.
NPC lives.
that too. Yes, but at the same time,
Galaxy.
when it comes to Gen Z online culture, especially with the gym culture, we have to stop this idea of you have to go on your villain arc, villain arc. Fuck everyone else. Villain arc. Villain arc. You know, winter arc. You know, yeah.
Bro, did you see me during my villain arc though, compared to now?
Yeah, I know. But then like right, and then I was thinking back at it, right? Because I used to be like that too. I was a little bit cringe. I was like, oh, I'm in my villain arc right now. and then I watched a show called Villain Saga, and I have no enemies. And you know, you don't have to be the bad guy. You don't have to be the bad guy.
No, I think.
Bro,
Well,
I wasn't a bad guy in my villain arc. I just fucking hated everyone.
yeah, that's the
I was just
problem.
like-
that's the problem.
Exactly, that's the- like-
I hated myself. I hated everyone. But
Yeah.
it was also like going to the gym was the one place that would give me peace
Yeah.
because I was doing something physically
Uh-huh.
that would drain me mentally and physically. Well, just didn't have to think about fucking hating everyone.
I'm just gotta say it. You know, you can achieve your goals without being mad at everybody, and that's all. That's pretty much all it is. One simple statement: you can do what you gotta do without being a cunt.
Oh, I wasn't a cunt. I was more like.
No, you
fuck
were
the
the guy.
noise.
Yeah, no, you were like, oh, that's my machine. Fuck you, get off my machine.
I
And the
don't
guy's
think
been
Will
there
was
for, like,
doing that though.
No, I wasn't. I was actually too shy to talk to people. I would have earphones on and I would just stand there in silence and stare at them until they left.
You just- Are you done?
I'll give you an example because I'm gonna out myself,
did this-
right?
where did this
I'd be like I have my SoundCloud playlist, right? And I looked at my playlist from songs I used to like listen to, like
Yeah,
like,
I used to listen to like the Annie Hard stuff.
Yeah, hold on, no. I had these kind of songs. Where is it?
It's just Vegeta's.
Alright, where is it?
Can someone hardstyle remix Maple Story?
Like I'd play these kind of songs where it's like this.
Loki, that'd be sick.
I'd play shit like this in the gym in my AirPods. I was like, that's cringe. It's pretty cringe, right? Like it's like the villain arc, right?
See, I didn't.
It was kind of gay.
Bro, my
This
villain
time
arc,
I want you.
I was listening. Bro, the worst that I got was Anger Fist.
Yeah,
And because it was literally just in his name, Anger Fist.
I never.
but now I play like this, like. You don't have to be that guy.
Have to be the bad guy.
Yes, yes.
I'm a nice person. I'm good. I'm gonna get big and I'm gonna open doors for women.
Bro,
I'm a
it's
gentleman.
like, man's going to the gym just listening to Dr. Phil.
You are not the father. yeah, I'm not.
But yeah, it's just like a culture in the gym where like a lot of like young kids are like, fuck everyone, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get so fucking jacked, and being very
But you can relate. You can kind of relate because most people that go through that stage is after somebody's broken their heart, right? So they're like, fuck the world, fuck it, and you know. So there's an understanding to it, but at the same time, it just feels unnecessary. It's like, you know what? Why don't you put it in a different perspective and you say, okay, this girl turned me down because maybe I wasn't jacked and swole. Let's go get jacked and swole because I want a better chance next time when I'm seeing somebody else. You know, like there's a much more positive light to put it in, preferably over, oh, I'm the bad guy and I'm gonna be this menacing person, and in the end you just look like an asshole, and girls are gonna turn you down for being an asshole afterwards anyway. So have fun, bro. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I'm scratching my ear.
Do you want to join us somehow?
Well, that concludes Project Gact live stream couch surfing on a Thursday night. I hope you guys had a great time, and I hope you guys really enjoyed listening to these 3 male specimens.
Join us
speak
next
on the-
Sunday. Whoa, not a Thursday.
whoa,
Sunday.
Brandino's not gonna be here for a bit
No,
because I'm gonna be
unfortunately not. It'll just be me and
I'm
Will.
gonna be trying to look for a sugar daddy in the Bahamas.
I'm not lady boy. I'm not a lady. I'm lady boy.
That being said, could if you guys are watching this, could you guys give us some ideas for some topics you guys want us to cover?
I'll put something out on
Because
this.
I struggle to
Instagrams
think
and-
of these sort of things. I just kind of base it on what happens during the week. Yeah,
But
Brandon will be finding his katut.
Yeah, what's that?
You Jewish? I got katuts.
No, did you guys ever watch
katut.
the ad of the Bali guy? Is
Oh.
his name's Katut, and there's just that
dude.
Oh yeah.
Do you know they're married now?
Yeah. What?
They're married in real life.
Actual?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I think,
Fuck.
dude.
lady. I can't remember the ad, but
Yeah,
you know the ad.
I
I'm
know
talking
what-
about,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like Trivago or some shit.
Yeah,
like
they're
that,
out on the
right?
beach,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
just like Katut.
Yeah.
Can we get Katut?
We booked for $70 a day. We have a permanent driver or some shit like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it was not too bad, I guess. And then let's see what else we have planned. I'm going to Finn's Beach House or some shit. Apparently it's some crazy party venue or some shit. I don't know what to expect, to be
Yeah,
honest.
dude. They got married.
Oh god.
Holy shit!
Damn.
I'm gonna say I was on the phone with a friend from back then, and I think you might have some issues because there's gonna be a lot of drunk, seedy dudes gonna try and hit on Eileen.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking ready, bro. I'm so ready.
Because
I've been looking for a fight for a little bit now.
No, Brandon.
I saw a lot of it. Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck some kids up. Don't stress.
Oh no.
I've been on a juicy cut.
You know how fucked up Bali jail is compared to Australian jail?
Oh yeah, I remember that one chick that got caught with drugs and she got
Chappelle
imprisoned.
Corby.
Yeah, that one.
But she's famous now.
I mean, as long as you get arrested in your Project X shit, it's all good. It's all good.
Low-key, she's kind of famous now. she did 10-15 years, but
Yeah.
Who's the Bali the four dudes who smuggled cocaine to Bali?
the Bali 9.
The
all got
Bali Nine.
executed.
Oh, are they all? Oh, never mind. Shit.
Damn.
Fuck me.
Chappelle Corby got away because it was the marijuanas.
The marijuanas, yeah.
Marijuanas.
But I mean, Eileen and I are staying in a nice private Airbnb together, and I guess more times than not, we've booked a relatively secluded bed or something like that in these public beach houses or whatever. So yeah.
It's like a villa, not like a.
Oh no, it's like a day bed, but it's we've just booked it from other places where people haven't really booked.
could you
I'll bring sunscreen.
could you bring me back a mojito and a pina colada? I need the taste of Bali.
Really? Oh shit. Okay. Maybe I'll bring some weird plant back.
No, you'll be on fucking 7 News border security.
Yeah, that's how. Instead of smuggling drugs, maybe I just go on border security.
Hey, Project Cat!
Yeah.
Wait, if it'd be in Indonesia, could you bring me back a?
Pair of chopsticks, sure.
No, I'm trying to like a asam curry. You know.
Yeah, I'm not bringing back no food, bro. I'll tell you now, I ain't bringing back no food on a 6-hour flight.
It's only 6 hours. You wouldn't go off.
Can you get me a pearl necklace?
Yeah, I'll find one for you, bro. I'll make it. I'll make it. I'll bring some.
Pearl
I'll bring some
necklace.
candy string. You know the ones that they use for the wristbands. Just put some fucking pearls.
Dude, that's wild, bro. Imagine you're so bougie for your candy bracelet. It's just pearls,
I think
engraved pearls. Holy fuck!
Brandon and I will just chloroform you, and then we'll give you a pearl necklace.
Oh wait, is Jimi Hendrix in Bali?
What?
Jimi Hendrix, the guy.
Yeah, the
that-
motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's in Bali.
Really?
Yeah, so if you go see him,
Yeah.
give him some money because he has a family to feed. I'm being serious.
Yeah, I'm sure he's ballers.
No, because it's fucked up because tourists will go to Bali and fuck with Jimi Hendrix. He's just trying to make a living, and they won't buy anything. They just want it for the clout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all these white guys that go to Bali and film him. Oh, would you like a motherfucking this sticker? But they won't buy anything. So they get views and he gets fucking nothing.
Sorry, isn't Jimi Hendrix like a really rich rock star?
No.
He's like, I'll find it for you.
Yeah. Well, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining us on our Thursday night little podcast stream. Next time, bring your friends, bring your family, get them to sit with us. Soon enough, we're gonna transition this little podcast thing to maybe a safe area for people to come and talk. Share your story, and we'll just give our advice on it and give our little perspective. So make sure keep sharing it to your friends. If you haven't already, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Check us out on TikTok where we're now 1 million views better, and check us out on Instagram where we post some of our content as well and our updates. Love you all, appreciate you. We hope to see you next week on Sunday, and then Midnight Mafia. Baby.
Like, sell stickers.
Peace, love, and unity.
Fuck that.
Yeah.